and everybody. Welcome to the newest episode of The Adventure of Nalaron. I am your host and guide on this marvelous tour we are continuing on, Wild Quill. So with me, I have my fabulous players, Crimson, Marie, Nevin, Ryden, and One Trick. God, somebody, like, one Trick, you need to switch your names. I was almost going to call you Thorin. You're the only one who has the names separated. Anyhow, we are continuing our adventure in 5th edition D&D. So, yeah. And of course, just as always, if you enjoy our show, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for all of our future content. And now we are ready to get into the adventure with a short little recap since Ryden was missing last time. So basically, you guys were in the prison, the sheriff's prison in a small village that I will eventually remember the name of. And you were basically interrogating them, little Zero Dark 30 action, just minus the waterboarding. And basically, when you guys kind of figured out who was the party, which was a man named Frederick, you kind of left the dwarf alone for a bit, and then the dwarf felt really sleepy. And so the guys were able to escape. Fortunately, I believe it was Averick helped track them down, basically. So, and eventually you guys came to a small cave that was littered with traps. And it was really cool because the traps made it a pretty decent fight, I think. And eventually you guys emerged victorious from your fight with not the three young culprits, but rather a group of the Duke's soldiers. So these are the invading soldiers that attacked the capital, and you guys were luckily able to dispatch them. Took some hits, but overall, I think you guys stood your ground pretty well. And then you were able to find Frederick, and also it was the town of Ornar. But yes, you were able to find Frederick, and you saw as the other two guys, one whose name is I want to say I want to say it's Azrael. I might just use that as a placeholder. So the leader, basically, who was Bob, the most evilest of them. Bob said, my actual name is Azrael, and excuse me, he says, I'm going to make sure that Ornar burns to the ground before this war is over. And then basically he left via a portal in a nice little scripted event that everybody loved. Everybody had fun not being able to murder them. It was very nice. People enjoyed the cinematic experience, but they really didn't. And they basically went through the portal, and then the portal closed behind them. And so now basically you guys are just kind of standing around in this cave, and then a token runs up. He's
we're
like, "Hey
moving
guys,
back.
what's up?" Yes, you're moving back, and so we'll start there. So did you guys collect some of the bodies, or are you just going to sort of point in the direction
No.
of the bodies?
Averick was dragging them.
So Togun slept the whole adventure just in the
And
cell.
magically tracks us down also.
You get experience for it. I'm sorry life got in the way, okay? I'm pretty powerful. I'm not that powerful.
It's okay.
All right.
Just asking.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So you come across them, and Averick is literally just dragging a bloody body of a soldier.
But this, because he's enlarged.
How can he? Is he enlarged?
Yes.
Yeah, we never enlarged him last time.
Nevin,
That's why.
you can do enlarged multiple times. Cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
you do it twice before I need to do a long rest.
Okay, so then the bodies are on top of him. He's not dragging the bodies. Or he's got he's got one body in his mouth and then like two bodies just like slung over his.
I mean, we
his back.
do have rope.
This poor wolf guy is like, he's got feelings. All right, does anybody remember how many bodies there were? I want to say there was like 5.
You can see
Cool.
a few of them. I know that one ran away.
Oh, did one get away with them?
He pushed it out. That's
retreat. Excuse me.
oh. He was like, he saw everyone else as he was like, fuck this, and went there.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay.
Okay, so we have many bodies. Okay, so there's at least 3 bodies that Averick has collected in some form or another. So basically, you meet them at the exit of the cave.
No. You had quite a growth spot there, Eric.
Big
And
wolf
he
say
kind of like
"Boof."
he kind of turns his snout towards Amadeus.
Alright. Magic. Ah,
And I still have my lovely arrows and shit stuck in me.
then take them out.
Gonna bleed more.
Then
I
break
thought you
them
got
off.
healed.
Yeah, to a certain point.
Well, best
Remember
to
that I
best
went down twice also.
best to just bitch about it instead of actually asking the healer to help you.
No, she
That's
already
fine.
did.
All
But
right.
still, I need the rest. I'm pretty sure we all need the rest so we can use our shit again later on.
Cool.
I can
I had
can
quite
use
a good
my
rest.
I can use my level 1 spells. I have 4 of them left, I think.
Just say
cor-
them if
correct-
something happens.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you guys alert the sheriff or any of the military guys to the location of the cave?
No.
No. Okay. So, all right. So, well, Averick just looks at the Dragonborn for a moment and then just basically continues walking back to town.
Yeah, it would probably be the.
So,
to
did
do.
you get them? I look at the bodies if there are any of the 3 that escaped the cell.
We have a alive one.
Okay.
Frederick says, "Yes, but I'm again not with them." I think that's fairly evident now. And Togren, you notice that Frederick, Fred, formerly, is a little banged up, but he is alive.
Good. Damn it. That he made me asleep. I hate it.
Frederick looks at you, says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know he could do that sort of thing. He always said he had powers. I didn't realize he actually had those kind of powers."
Unlimited power.
Need to be leave the space.
I should have shot him when he first tried to mess with my mind. Damn it.
Well, I'm kind of glad you didn't, because I was kind of close to him. So, I mean, I'm
Oh.
sure.
No problem. I don't miss a target if
Oh,
I
Red is not a
have one.
bad color. I don't understand why
Okay.
people keep saying that.
What Amadeus?
Red is not a bad color. I don't understand why people are so against it.
What color?
I
Red!
think red as blood.
I
Cursed, biased red tiefling, I'm guessing.
didn't say anything about the color.
I didn't say anything either.
I think what he meant was that you would be covered in blood, and that's why I didn't want him to shoot him.
Okay.
Okay. I think Amadeus got a concussion. No.
You think?
So eventually you guys just color red. All right. So eventually you guys get back to town. The sheriff is awake now. She's actually in like her sort of outfit. It looks like kind of a nicer looking version of what the guards wear. There's a guy who is in the armor of a military uniform, similar to the ones you guys have seen before. And there's like probably 4 guards with them, and they kind of like, stop clicking. Gosh, it sounds like you're playing a
Sorry.
like Candy Crush game on your laptop or something. All right. Thank you. And the sheriff said they're all a little thrown off at first because the wolf that they were already probably on edge about is now huge. Like I think it would probably even be bigger
What the fuck?
Yeah, it,
than like.
it becomes doubled in size.
He's
So if he was
huge.
already like a bigger than average wolf, he's probably actually like how the wolves ended
Direwolf?
up in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so direwolf.
Yeah, but like a full grown one, like the dire wolves
Yeah.
at the end of it. So yeah, they're
So
like,
go-
what happened to the sheriff? Is like, what happened to the wolf? And
Growth spurt.
Magic.
He became
Oh.
old.
those soldiers, uh, could you be so kind as to unlimber them from your companion?
Work.
Eric just wolfs at you because they're tied to him. And he's like,
Ah,
he like tries to
okay.
shake him off, and blood starts to spatter on the ground.
It's okay. I do it.
Okay.
Wait.
So they just unceremoniously fall to the ground. The guy who's with the sheriff kind of walks over and just sort of examines them for a minute. He's just kind of in a gruff voice. He's like, "Sheriff, these men are from the Duke's army. I recognize these symbols. How did you guys find them?"
I would like to have Fred go up
Yay!
and witness a bit also.
3-part conversation with myself. All right. So Frederick says, "I'm so sorry about all of this. My former friends, they opened up some sort of portal. I think the portal opened up um, to the
Yeah.
capital, which I don't know the name of the capital on here for some reason. They opened up a portal to the capital, and the Duke was basically able to send these guys as scouts. I think the plan was just to slowly use the cave to insert more and more soldiers, and then they would be able to swarm Ornar and basically get behind the lines of the regular army. And the captain says, "That's a rather insidious plan. I didn't think those youths had it in them." Fred says, "Yeah, my Azrael. That's what he wants to. That's what he wants to be called. I think he really he's decided that this war is his opportunity to shake things up, and yeah. But I think something happened when he visited Valais like a couple of months ago. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it made him different. He was angry. I think he figured out how to use those powers." The sheriff says, "I'm not entirely sure that we should be counting this Azrael as separate than you, Frederick, because you were in our cells not too long ago, and now you seem to believe yourself innocent of these activities." Frederick looks very alarmed. He says, You can ask them. I didn't fight them. I was taken by them, and they left me for dead. They had Azrael put a dagger in my heart. I'd be dead if not for Liljica." And Captain looks at you, and Captain says, "Is this true?"
This is true. I mean, would a guilty man come back when he knows he's going to face a death sentence?
Hmm.
Uh,
Could still be a spy.
Wouldn't the healing still leave a scar behind?
Oh no, like he has bloody clothes and shit. And if
Yeah, but I
Liljica was
mean,
actually,
like if they think that he still wasn't injured, that he should have a big scar over his heart, then
yeah, he'll show them, and they trust that, and they trust the word of a guardian. Um, but the sheriff's like, so it's my understanding that you believe Frederick was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he's not actually a threat to Orna.
Right. Otherwise, they wouldn't just stab him and leave him to die. If he were a valuable spy, he would have been fine. Like,
Well,
they probably would have injured him a bit, he'd survive, but in this case, he was almost dying.
hmm. Well, Frederick, I hope you don't mind that we will be paying a very close attention to you over these next few days. But you, my my unexpected heroes of the day, I am very grateful for what you have done tonight. I'm sure that if that portal was allowed to remain open for even another day, it could have been enough to overwhelm the garrison. Captain says, "Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is we. I'm the captain of the Iron Badger squad. We're very vicious. We could take out the Duke's guards. Unless there was 5 to 1 of them, that might be trouble."
I think you should send someone to scout out the cave, because it was heavily fortified with traps.
I thought you said that the portal was closed.
Yeah, but what if someone walks in there and gets an arrow shot in him?
What does that
Or
have to
it
do
could be retaken by other forces.
Gotcha. All right. And he kind of gestures to 2 of his. Go find 2 more and go sweep it and blast. I really wish we had a village wizard to help us out with this, just to make sure that portal is closed. And he kind of like looks at Amadeus. He says, "Amadeus, correct?
Yes.
The contraption on the roof of the blacksmith. I don't know if you looked into it, but it's actually some sort of magical communication device between us and other settlements that have resident wizards. Not sure how much you know about the Voidlands, but the wizards have gotten all sorts of crazy investigating that area and using it for their experiments. So, as sort of how they pay us back, they set up these little towers, and you wouldn't really know by looking at it, but when that thing is functional, it can actually allow us to converse with people potentially hundreds of miles away. Ours is disabled, and I was wondering, do you think you might be able to fix it? Because we could definitely use outside conversation on this matter.
I have never done something like that before, but I'm more than happy to give it a try.
Yes. Well, that's very appreciated. The gentleman that
I could help you.
even better. The gentleman that the blacksmith has watching it, he's a kind of slow on the uptake, but very nice, gentle soul. So as long as you let him know that Captain Arcady sent him, he won't give you any trouble. Um, Sheriff, I don't I don't suppose we could give these fine people a reward for their efforts. And the sheriff kind of like gives them the evil eye for a minute, and then kind of like softens. She says, "Yes, I suppose that is in order. Tomorrow I should be able to give you 30 gold for your services tonight, since you definitely provided invaluable help to Ornar.
30 gold a person?
30 gold total. It is a
Oh,
wartime, little Jagath.
Okie dokie.
Well, I am going to sleep before anything else crazy happens today." And the sheriff goes and motions her guards to follow her. Captain Arcady kind of gives you guys a nod, and he leaves with his soldiers. And Frederick says, "Well, I'm going home. So thank you guys again. I owe you so much. Probably see you around tomorrow."
yeah.
Okay.
And they walk off into the night.
And then he gets murdered by a random Duke spy.
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Really.
It could happen.
It could. I think you're reading a different book than I'm reading.
Well, I'm going to go back to the tavern and remove arrows and stuff like that. And
Gotcha.
take a long
Flying,
rest.
flying whale in. There we go. Oh, I have names for all these people. Yay. Okay, cool.
Well,
Cool.
I'm gonna
Yep.
go ahead. Good. No, go ahead, sir.
So, Thorin, you come in and you see that, like, McCann, one of the brothers, is like slumped over in front of the desk, sleeping. When you open up, I'm guessing you're not being really quiet at this point, so he kind of like startles awake, and he's just like, "Welcome to the flying wheel." Oh God, what happened?
What?
A fight happened.
Well, don't. I mean, fix that. The blood and everything.
Yeah,
You can't
I
bleed. You can't bleed in here, man.
don't suppose that you could help out with this now, could you?
Yeah, no, I'm not a healer. I run a bar. Did anybody go with him?
I
he
want to
kinda-
go to the tavern.
I would say Amadeus would as well.
Crimson, what was on your mind? It sounded like you might have been
Oh
planning something
yeah.
nefarious.
Not quite yet. Quincy just mentioned he needs to go down to the armor smith.
At this time of night, I will say that it is closed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear the time of day. All right. I say I want to go to the armor smith. Think twice on it, and then go with the party.
So you guys have all. How long does enlarge last? Because Averick is for sure not going to be able to get inside now.
He isn't allowed in anyway, so
Yeah, but they would have, they were like okay with him being just in the room, but now he's too big for his own.
I don't think that
fucking racist.
Amadeus would have it up a lot more than he would need to.
Yeah, what do you say? What do you say, Amadeus? What's the plan?
Not much. He's just standing there at the moment.
Okay. Do you like release the enlarge spell? What do you do?
Yes. They should
Okay.
probably have run out at this moment anyway.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, very cool. So slowly, Averick loses his enlarged state. And he's just like kind of like jumps around, kind of getting back to getting used to his normal size again. And he will quickly sort of like go up into back into the room where he was sleeping. So yeah, you guys are all set. Are we just sleeping for the evening? The tavern itself is much more quiet now.
Who's in the common room or bar
Um,
area?
I don't think anybody's in there anymore. I think everybody went to bed.
Not even the silver dragonborn.
No, everybody must sleep.
Damn it!
So I was
What's
thinking about him. I was
Radadan?
like, he's a cool character. I didn't remember his weird ass name. Where is it? I have these things somewhere. Huh. Oh, bloody hell. I know it's here somewhere. I just gotta finish.
Garth, he was a captain, wasn't he?
No, he
No,
was
that
an
was
adventurer.
somebody different.
Mm.
Excuse me.
He was a very old adventurer.
The best kind.
God.
Yeah, it's Chinatil the Terrible.
I think you don't have to write it down.
Classic white crew, man.
They call me Chins. Okay.
Thorin almost died.
No.
Yep. He wouldn't. No. Well.
He wouldn't
He
kill me
would have.
because it was a duel, so to say, and he said that Lilia should have just waited a bit longer.
There was a duel until somebody decided to enter the duel. Actually, two people. Because didn't Liljika heal too?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
healed me when I went down, but that
Yeah.
was after Togrim blasted him.
No,
Yeah. Yes. Well, it doesn't matter because you did blast him.
I
It was
blasted
still-
him after you went down.
Yeah, but then
Not
after
before.
that, Lilia went to heal
Okay.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You both interfered. Okay. Own it. All right. Yeah. So he's not there anymore. So it's just quiet times.
I'm gonna buy a bottle of hard liquor and then bring it up to the room.
Very good. I'll say it's 5 gold pieces for a really good bottle of hard liquor.
Fuck. 5 gold
That's
pieces.
right.
That's
That's
supposed to be like
quite expensive.
Let's do 2 gold pieces for a really
Wow.
Fuck. Still,
What the heck? This isn't the
luxury
city.
item.
Okay, I
You're
thought you wanted a
drinking
really
actual
good,
gold
I thought
or
you
what?
wanted a really good bottle. Okay.
No, it's like the kind of vodka you buy just to get shit faced, even though it tastes
Okay.
bad.
20 silver.
Yeah, much better. It's not like I will drink it all
20
either.
silver is the same
Maybe they don't
gold.
have shitty. No, maybe they don't have shitty vodka around.
What's the conversion rate of copper to silver to gold?
10 for
10.
each. Wasn't it?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Let me see.
Or was it 100 copper for 1 silver, then 10 silver for a gold or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I wish it was just all 100, so it made it simpler.
Yeah. But nope.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, it's even worse when they have electrum or
Yeah,
something.
well,
in
you said
there.
that we weren't going to use that one, so fuck
I
that.
know. I'm not gonna use that one. 'Cause it's stupid.
Unless
You
we
hear
go
me,
to some weird-
5e? It's stupid. All right. I don't. You know what? Sorry, it shouldn't even be because 20 silver. Somebody was just saying that's 2 gold anyhow. So,
Okay, so
let's say 10. Fuck.
10
Silver.
copper is 1 silver and 10 silver is 1 gold.
5 silver there. Just to, like I don't even know.
Yeah,
Five
that's
This is
silver.
why this is why it's like easier just to use gold, like because then you just have
Five.
one thing.
Okay, can we just use gold then?
wow.
I'm leaning
No.
towards it. No, you guys want to be this lame?
No.
Like it would be one thing if there wasn't silver and it's just copper, because then it's easy. Then it's 100.
How about we just get rid of copper?
Wow.
How?
No.
Wow.
Generally, I just get rid of Electrum and then use gold, silver, and copper as a 10-10-10 system. It's usually
Yeah.
this way.
Just to-
Okay, so 10 copper is 1 silver and 10 silver is 1 gold.
Yes.
Who designed this? Okay.
It's not that bad.
five-
It's really
five
that
silver.
bad.
Complicated.
It's really not that bad.
It's just complicated, like Raiden said. It's
No,
like,
I
what the fuck is
just
an
think
Electrum? It's like 5.
I just think it would make
Electrum doesn't make any sense, but
if it was
the
if
rest-
it was like a 1 to 100 ratio, like 100 copper equals 1 silver, and then 100 silver equals 1 gold. I think that's easier than factors of 10. But that's just my opinion. All right.
Okay,
like-
so 100 then.
No, we'll go with
Just
10.
keep with gold.
These
then,
guys are
then.
these guys are purists apparently.
yeah.
We got 3 purists in the group who are like, well, actually, it's a factor of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
Don't
5
mess with
five
it.
silver. There you don't mess with
No, 5 silver is stupid.
Well, that's
No,
the
it's
price.
not.
it's okay. I'll just take it. Because half of it will be used on pouring over the fucking wound either way.
I take the other.
There's a lot of screaming. Oh, okay.
I buy one.
We're gonna skip around for a moment. Go ahead and do me do a con save, Thorn. 5 silver for cheap vodka.
Wow. And
Lil
that
can't
would
get
be
lucky.
a 21 in total.
Oh, you're okay. You're fine. You don't scream profusely when you burn yourself with the vodka on your wounds.
Logica can't get lucky anywhere in this adventure.
Okay.
You go for the old dudes that don't want fresh blood. Or fresh
You
meat.
don't know that.
Lilica, you could be a random creeper and just knock on people's doors. In the
No,
night.
I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
It
I
sounds
mean-
like you're close to it.
Yeah, I mean, Shinatil, wasn't he like 50?
No.
Yeah, but he's a
Because
badass.
he had been
Bad-
an adventure for 40 years.
Badass as hell.
Wait, 40. I thought it was like 45 or
Uh,
44.
No, I think
it's
it
a
was
lean
50.
40. I don't know. Let's see here. Where is it? I have it.
Because
And he wasn't
either
adventuring
40 years
40
adventure or 25 years.
No, he was 20-something years.
No,
No.
he
Yeah.
really wasn't.
He's
Because
37. You.
Oh my god!
What? That's not old.
yeah, last time you said he was older because he was like 25 years of adventuring experience.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I
And then
mean,
a
I'm 100 years older than him.
Yeah.
yeah, but in
Hey, bro.
like
Come on.
Anyhow, okay, so it sounds like you guys chill for the.
Whatever.
Quincy
I
would
wanna
chap the
Spend time talking to Amadeus.
even in the same room.
No, quiet, you.
Quiet.
Cool.
Wow.
What did Quincy say? Sorry.
I think Quincy will take the night chatting up the barmaid, see if he can't
Okay.
The only person in the bar is McCann, and he's trying to sleep.
I'll chat him up.
You're more than welcome to.
I mean, if he shut him up, maybe he can get the stolen goods back. Who
All
knows?
right. We'll start with Amadeus and Lil Jacob. So.
Sure.
She just
So-
creepily walks into his room.
What? No.
Or yeah, do you ask Amadeus to come over to the room where?
Wait, I thought he was just hanging out in the common room.
Oh, that's fine too.
Well,
That's why I
Amadeus
asked
was
you.
in the
Not
common room,
first-
so
Okay.
Everyone's in the common.
What's the daughter? What's the daughter's name? I can't.
Taskira.
Thank you. Ugh. It's a simple name too, and I couldn't remember it. All right. So yeah, you guys are in the common room, and nearby Quincy's hanging out with McCann.
I'd rather have the Quincy thing first because I'm really curious.
All right, hold on. I'll make it fair. Where's my dice?
The Queen's experience.
So McCann, you got a sharp eye.
Real
He's getting
quick,
his
just
dice to
out-
decide who
out-
goes
out-
first.
Out of character. No, we'll do this. Was McCann the one who was around when you lost your gold? Or
Well,
was
The
that
one who
Mitch?
stole it
Yeah,
back.
I'm fairly
Yeah.
positive that was the guy who caught
Okay,
me
cool.
and stole
Got
my
it.
It was
money.
like, this is mine now.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
funny business here.
So it's me doing it.
Okay,
Wasn't
sorry.
it
I just had to.
120 gold though? How much gold was in there? It was a lot of
A lot.
gold.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Rich
interesting because
merchants.
he doesn't have a thieves' camp, but he is a thief. So that's interesting.
Yep, that's interesting indeed. So McCann like rubs his eyes. It's like the middle of the night, but he's like the night manager, and he's like, yeah, sharp eyes, helps with keeping a watch for things. What are you guys back so late?
Well, just had some business to take care of with contract with some outlaws and whatnot. But anyway, just here to drink and maybe get the rumor. Anything else going on around town?
People are getting excited for the masquerade. I don't know if you've seen her around, but see, Rachel, she's this, nice young lady, kind of doing like all these handyman jobs. So word is that Lieutenant Bellick, Captain Arcades' second in command, apparently she's kind of really into him. So she's been saving up all her money to make a really costume for the masquerade. So she's trying to catch his eye. That's basically it. It's kind of it's a quiet town until the war really heats up.
I could use a pretty woman right now. All I got is the fucking cleric and you. You're not.
And thanks, but no thanks.
Okay, just thought I'd check.
Yeah.
Well,
You could
I'll
try
take
going to you could try going to the blacksmith tomorrow. She's an elf, but she's kind of like a wild elf, like a woody
I'm
elf.
like 1 out of 10. What would you say?
8. Elf, man.
Oh wow. All right, blacksmith. You said, right? She sell leather armor, like studded leather and stuff?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sure she'd have the supplies to make just about anything, but it just depends. The soldiers have been putting her to work on fixing up their gear, making sure it's top notch. Luckily, your average soldier in the NTA, he's pretty well equipped thanks to the taxes and everything. But it helps to have a blacksmith around.
Two birds, one stone. All right. Well, I appreciate the info
Okay.
and everything. Any other info you have?
No, just keep your nose clean, man.
Of course.
Mhm.
Picture of innocence.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I'll just take a bottle to go to my room for.
All right, 5 silver pieces. Gotten this down to an exact science.
Sure. Hand him over 5 silver, which is half a gold, mind you.
It is half a gold.
There you go.
Just break the gold in half.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Liljica and Amadeus, you see Quincy grab a bottle, probably does a wave, and then he departs.
Yep.
So there is a little fireplace. It's still got some embers in it, but there's some wood piled nearby if you guys wanted to chuck in some wood. But of course,
Sure.
staring at each other in silence is always totally works.
I throw in a couple of wooden, firewood, and then I cast firebolt on them.
Why? It's already burning.
But it
Embers
was
is not
down to the
burning.
embers. That's literally what Liljica says. Why?
No, that's not what I think. It's. I wish I could relax all the time, though. Instead of. After all this turmoil, I just want to relax.
Everyone laughs so fucking stupid.
Fuck you! I'm just kidding. That's out of character, by the way. So, what was your real reason coming to? Oh, sorry, where's the city we came from? Minval. Minval.
Minval, yay! Thank you. Trying to
What
remember
was-
that.
I came there to take a look at an old friend of mine who I had not heard from in a while. So, yeah, when I showed up, the guards took me in. They apparently thought that I was someone else.
Really?
Apparently.
Can I do insight on that, please?
I should be paying attention to what he's saying. Sorry, you said the guards. The main thing I took away was that you said the guards thought I was somebody else, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll an insight. Nevin, please roll a deception.
What?
You don't just get to have this. I mean, well, we'll see because that was a
Okay, well,
shitty
I
roll.
rolled a 17 plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he might
almost.
be telling you the truth about what the guards brought him in for.
Amadeus. Wait, so that was a lie or that was the truth?
Definitely not like a good old wholesome truth. Definitely seemed to be kind of more of a muddied lie.
Huh. I somehow don't believe that's what you were doing in Minball.
I hope you do that to your regular average person you meet too. Like, I somehow don't believe this. Sorry.
It doesn't sound very convincing. I think you got arrested for something legitimate.
Oh? And what do you think I got arrested for then?
A crime.
Well,
What
there's a
else
lot
do you
of
get
different
arrested
kind of
for?
there's a lot of different kinds of crime.
Hmm.
You have the crime where you,
So,
for example,
I
steal
don't-
to feed your poor old widowed grandmother who is starving. Maybe it's because you have 15 kids waiting for you at home that needs to be fed and you can't get a real job anywhere. There's different kinds of...
But I don't think that's what you were. That's what you were doing.
All right.
You're visiting a friend. Maybe it's some kind of illegal business. Well, lots of people have friends to visit.
True.
So what were you really doing in Minval, Amadeus?
Well, I had not heard from him in a long time, and as such, I had to go and check up on him. When I got there, the guard found out who I was and decided to take me in.
I wonder why.
Probably because I'm not the most... Well, I work with strange people. I'll say that much at the very least.
So the arrest was racially motivated.
Come again?
Kind of weird, don't you think? They would arrest you simply because you're a tiefling, when Minval is a city of all kinds of people, and we get arrested on crime.
Well, as I told you, I have worked with not different, but strange people. People who are not as nice to others.
Okie dokie then. I'll accept your stories. I feel like you don't want to open, but it's okay. Very vague though. Now that I've asked you a question, do you want to ask a question of me?
Hmm. Why are you here?
Why am I here? What do you mean by that? Here as in general? Or here as in why am I sitting in the common room conversing with you?
Why are you here precisely? I know
Oh,
you're a guardian
precisely.
and you have been ordered to do this, but you have no one to take the orders from anymore. So why are you here?
Nah. Well, I guess it's somewhat out of a sense of duty, and somewhat because if I didn't have anything else, I think I would just waste my life away. I mean, I was an acolyte to my goddess, but it's kind of boring just staying in the temple and doing the same thing day in day out with not much. Especially if your goddess is like, you have to be in complete forest away from the city. And I like the city.
Understandable.
So I became a guardian. And I'm not sure how I got in. I guess they saw some potential. It's my way up, and I was guarding the head of Minval. And now out of duty. And because I actually am sort of attached to Taskira. I care about her, so that's why I'm here.
Understandable.
Also, it's nice to travel around. I have more freedoms that I wasn't able to have in the temple. I mean, I think you can still do the same things in the temple, just not as... You have to be really discreet.
Now that sounds interesting.
What do you mean?
I'm all for a good story, legend, or songs or whatever, but I'm never someone to shy away from a good mystery as well.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to gamble or, you know, play around with people in the temple, you'd have to be real quiet about it. It's allowed, but, you know, we're supposed to uphold the whole purity outlook.
It's
Oh,
allowed,
you
but it
mean
doesn't look good when
that?
we do.
All right, all right. Yeah,
Well,
when
nobody-
you travel the road,
nobody-
you can.
Those are a very loose rule set.
It's very
not-
accurate.
Like, I'm pretty sure though that the rules say don't do this. It's because like we're not supposed to do it because it's like about appearances, but everybody does it.
No, not everyone does it because they always teach us harshly, do this, do that. But it's not.
Spare the rod, spoil the little chica. Yep.
I mean, I didn't do it in the temple, and I didn't do it as a guardian, but I was always interested.
Man, why am I the DM? I want to be a player.
Insider.
All right, well,
I see.
let's continue.
Well, our goddess's teaching is find peace where there is turmoil.
And
That's
there's
it.
no better place to find peace and turmoil when you're spending the night with someone else.
Right.
So is that the
Guys,
reason you are here?
I'm so hot right now.
Why?
This is driving me wild.
What
Sorry.
are you talking about? Why?
I'm being an ass. That's what. This is not a bear.
Anything else, Amadeus? Now that you found out that I haven't done anything particularly raunchy in my life.
Well, there is a few things I could show you if you wanted to, but
What?
I'm not sure if you're ready for those things yet.
What? Sorry, what? Oh god, I'm getting nervous.
McCann's been like looking over at you guys and like slips from like the bar area where he was hanging and he says, "Oh, sorry, excuse me. You guys need drinks, water, anything? Damp towel?"
A towel? A towel for what? I'll have a whiskey. Is there whiskey?
Sure, no, sure. And he like quickly just like pours the drinks and then like retreats back to his place and like pulls out like a book like he's trying to look like he's not paying attention.
Is he eavesdropping?
There's no TV, man. This is like
Ah,
his soap opera right now.
Where's Thor?
He slowly like licks his finger and like moves the page over.
God.
Reading it upside down, backwards.
For that kind of...
the book's this way. Oh, of course.
This was just a hole in the book, so he can just through it.
Oh my god.
oh.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
Amadeus, you
Alright.
have a... I'm gonna take a sip of my drink just to calm my nerve.
Oh.
That's a good offer, but I think, you know, I have to get to know you better.
Understandable.
Togram's there too. Just like, yeah.
Toger, where did you get here?
Quote unquote, have
I should have been having you guys roll stealth checks because
I'm a stealthy bro.
It's hard for actual like 1v1 to be like. I do apologize, but it's a bit difficult for us in the peanut gallery.
This is how we spend our session today. So
Yep. All right.
Okay, so
So it sounds like you guys part ways for the evening. I'm gonna try to move
okay.
move
Let's
the
move
gas
forward.
slightly.
Let's move
Yes.
forward.
Yes.
This
Okay.
was so fucking cringe to listen to.
A little bit.
It
No,
is.
it's fun. It's fun. This is how this is how friendships are built. And other
What
Wait.
kind
things.
of friendship
Alright.
does Amadeus want? What the heck?
Remember,
Yeah, it was just Amadeus. Yeah, it was only
remember that Lilja was platonic friendships or relations, whatever the
Mm,
fuck it was you
well,
wanted.
She wasn't
Anyhow.
thinking of with the party.
anyhow, I think there was two tangoing in that scene. I don't think it was just one of these. All right.
Yeah, there were two, but she wasn't really thinking of the party. It just ended up that way. Violet, you shut up.
I didn't say a word. All right, so the morning comes. Jaskira is very excited. She sees that I'll say you guys all gather in the common room, and she sees that I would imagine most of you use your healing dice to heal. And anybody who's unfamiliar with that, basically, you have a number of healing dice based on your level. So all of you should have 3 healing dices.
Hit dices.
You mean
Hit
hit
dice.
dice?
Hit dice. Sorry. So, and it's based on what your actual hit dice amount is. So when you're like a warrior, it's like a D12 or D10, and so on and so forth. So basically, you get your full amount back, or no, you get half of the amount back every time you do a long rest. So you guys probably are back to a full 3.
I'm full HP anyway.
There you go.
I'm
Yes.
full as well.
I'm gonna be full HP now.
So Averick is downstairs. Taskira's petting him. Taskira has already ordered some breakfast, and she's just looking very excitedly at you guys. She's like, "Oh, you guys look like you kind of have some new scratches and things on your armor and clothing. Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm good. And
My
I'm hungry.
fucking shoulders hurt.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Gloop, 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 gloop.
So the breakfast, I'll say, is like 10 copper for like each of you guys.
I'll have 5 helpings.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Mercer looks at you and he's just like,
That,
"Are you
that
sure?"
armor really makes you slim.
Oh. Are you saying you'll pay for the meals? Or you want 5 for yourself?
It sounded like that.
I want 5 for myself.
Wow.
See?
Okay. Mercer just like looks at you, he's like, "It'll be a minute," and then he goes back to the kitchen.
So while he does that, what is our plan for today exactly? Are we still headed out of the city, or?
I would ask
You
to take a look at the tower by the blacksmith.
I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
I want to go to the blacksmith.
Yes, I do as well.
All you want is the discount and then the weapon you will never get.
maybe she'll, if we lay a little more of sweet talk, sugar and stuff. I don't know. Who does that best?
You all sweet talk like a dying trout. I'll tell you that.
The fuck, Quincy?
Well, let me talk to her whenever we do go down there. But other than going to the blacksmith, what else do we have?
Well, I
Nothing.
think Amadeus.
I mean,
is
we were going to get our gold also.
Right. Speaking of, didn't you get 30 gold, little Jika? Shouldn't we have 5 each or so?
She
Yeah.
gets it. She were going to give it to us today.
Yes, we didn't get the 30 gold yet.
I thought he gave it to you. Oh, well,
No.
No.
we'll get that later
No.
then, I guess.
Oh my god, why are you drinking already?
What?
I'll
I
do
heard
maybe-
that. I heard that,
Yes.
Cork.
Yeah. I know it's a good rum bottle. It's perfect.
Oh, rum. What kind of rum? Regular rum or white
It
rum?
is a plantation Barbados rum.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
It tastes interesting too.
Mm.
All right. So did I miss anything?
No, we decided we're going to the blacksmith and collect our
Yeah.
money also.
Quincy
Mm.
told me that I'd be a shit talker instead of a sweet talker.
All right.
You did say something of that form, yes?
Chinital is down as well, and then the other group of people eventually make their way in.
Hi,
So you have
Chinatsu.
Wow, calm down.
Uh-uh.
A fucking groupie.
You're dripping on it.
hello,
No.
On the floor.
Good morning.
hello, Logica and Thorin. It's good to see you. They just fought, dude. Like he's not like, hey guys, what's up?
That's how it works. You fucking pummel each other out, and then afterwards it's okay.
He's not there yet. Especially because Togrim shot him like cold.
Yeah, but maybe because that
also
bit,
he just gives you evil eyes, Togrim, and
I
Averick sort of like Averick
do-
sort of stands up and growls a little bit.
Good boy. I give the evil eye back.
All right. The high elf kind of the high elf bard slowly kind of like strolls and just very languidly. Looks like he had a good rest and starts kind of just thrumming the music. And eventually, you guys, if you don't have anything else, you finish off your breakfast.
I suggest we collect the money first and then down to the blacksmith and I guess continue bringing what's her name, that girl, to wherever we're headed and whatnot.
Hi, it's Taskira and you're Quincy.
Yeah.
Remember my name?
Bad with names, I'm afraid.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a couple of weeks before you even figure out my name. Called me right in the daytime.
We've only been riding for a week.
Well, to be honest, I forget most people's names,
I was
including my
talking
own
to I
sometimes.
was talking to Amadeus. He was saying he's forgotten me.
Oh,
But anyhow,
I'm
okay.
talking to myself, I guess.
We're collecting money.
Yeah,
What did
have
we
to
do?
go to
You did sleep.
We didn't do anything special.
Okay, sorry. What did you guys do?
Killed some outlaws for a contract, now we're collecting our reward because we're heroes and whatnot.
Ooh,
Yep.
that sounds like it was fun.
I almost drowned. Let's go get our gold.
Almost drowned carrying a chest. Yes, very smart.
Yeah, worth it. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
What was in the chest?
Oh yeah, right. He was gonna identify stuff.
Well, we'd need to get to places before then, so I guess
We can
I
take that on
can
the
do
road.
it.
Who was the he in that sentence? Was it me?
Togrim,
Okay,
because
good.
I remember that we have this sword, and then we need to identify
Yeah.
the
Okay.
what the fuck was it, like the gems or whatever the fuck it was.
That's what it was. Okay. I hope
Because
somebody wrote
since
those down.
yeah, he posted it in the chat, so emerald worth 30 gold. But then I remember he smuggled one thing out in his pocket that we don't know about.
Whoa, that's fucking slander.
Slander, faceless slander.
So let's head
Accusing
out.
gentle Quincy of
Yeah,
a misdeed.
this was out of character also, so I am
Yeah,
not
yeah.
meting.
I gotcha. I
Uh-huh.
gotcha.
I just know that he mentioned that before, so
I drink and I know Quincy's a freaking thief.
Not a thief, a charlatan.
since
Oh,
Togrim had
Hmm.
his he went on the gem thingy before, maybe he can increase
Yeah.
its value.
He went down that
Gem
tirade
thing.
about gem.
Yeah, jewelry. I can use the jewelers too.
I just imagine Togrim at a fancy dinner gala. Have I told you about gems and gemstones? I'm like, that's it. All right. You guys go to the sheriff's place.
Good
They
job.
will do. I have another plan.
You
So
can
this
set
is the
fire to
first
the
step.
sheriff's house, won't you?
I would not recommend it.
Before we head out, I'm gonna say have a good day, Chinato.
Yeah.
So,
Very, very well, Logica.
Aw.
You too.
ooh.
He's throwing
That-
up.
yeah, I wonder who. But yeah, do my shit first because I think that it could be good background happening while they are away.
What is your shit?
Now, remember that we talked about the
Oh.
changing, so I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
to try that.
So yeah, Chin's drinking his coffee, and he you come up to him, he says, "Yes."
I'm not good with being all too friendly with most,
All right.
but I was wondering if you could teach me a bit on how you did your moves earlier.
Ah, the ways of the battle master.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you have enough the ancient arts under my my uncle, um, Charlie the Terrible, and no, that's horrible. His uncle has a better name.
Charlie the Terrible.
Yes.
Charlie the Terrible. What?
How
His name
about
is
Charlie
Charlie.
the Indomitable?
The uncle's name is Charlie, but his name is Chinya.
No,
What is
no,
this?
no. It's gonna be something better. I just have to find something.
Something
Tarnop,
with a ch, right?
Tarnop
Starts with a
the
ch.
Indomitable.
Um,
Jared
uh,
too.
Calabas the Indomitable. There we go. Boom.
Calabas.
Calabas.
Fucking, that's a badass right there. You know that.
That's a fucking vegetable sounding name.
How dare you, sir? Call my uncle a vegetable. All right. I know you think you're unfriendly, but you.
Wild. Can we take him with us, please?
No, he's
What?
got other shit.
No, he doesn't.
Find
No, he
another
does.
white dragonborn.
I'm pretty sure he does have his own shit. Yeah. I'm sorry, Marie. This is not Dragon Age. You don't just pick up the random vagrants. There's hardly enough companions.
We did pick up a random vagrant. That's Thorin.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait. No.
It's more like
Togrim.
fucking.
No, Togrim was the
It's
random
Togrim
vagrant.
and the other two, pretty much, because one was in prison and one was just on the road.
All right. You're more than welcome to ask him to join, but I'm gonna tell you now, he's more of a one dragon show.
Lone
Alright.
wolf.
Maybe I can convince. I'm just kidding.
Guys, just don't.
You know
Save
how
us.
you know how you feel like you're not sending mixed messages. You might be sending mixed. All right. So, I will say for the purposes of that we talked about that, like, he will be like, so that you can, conquer other fighters, because I do believe you have the heart for it. Do roll for me one charisma check. Actually, first please roll a con save at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
No, sorry. Yeah, con save. Sorry.
Okay, so the worst one is at 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. And then can you give me a charisma save?
Oh god. That's a 4.
Ooh, okay. I will tell you what that means in a private chat later.
Wow.
Okay. But
I'm just gonna see what Roll20 would give me. Okay, would be that's equally as good, but would be pretty bad also.
okay. Say if you want to, no, I'll say, like, just for simplicity's sake, that it'll take an hour of in-game. And normally, if you were doing this, it would be this, but you just didn't know. I'm not going to penalize you that much for that. But you will be sort of out of this next, out of this next scene.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it to go now.
Gotcha. All right,
Sit here
so
to-
Quincy, Liljica, Togrim, and Amadeus, you guys get to the sheriff's place. So, and this time you're pretty much brought in really, really quickly. It does at this point you are sort of given some stares by some of the townsfolk that are like waiting in the sheriff's place because they're all like, oh, we're getting the business of the masquerade together, which is tomorrow. So it's day. So it's like the first day of the masquerade celebration starts tomorrow. And eventually you're brought into the sheriff's kind of study again. And she's still really just kind of that like resting bitch face. And it's just, she's the one like all the problems go to. And today she kind of makes a comment about how, people are complaining that like mask prices are too high at wax supply shop. And like she just makes like that sort of offhanded comment, like you wouldn't believe the day I've already had, and it's still so early. And then she says, as I said earlier, and then she kind of like puts this like small bag in front of you guys. She says, 30 gold for your for the deeds that you did today. I'll let you know that Captain Arcades' men swept the rest of the cave, and they found a couple more traps. It looks like nothing else has changed, so hopefully we can put this matter behind us. Time being.
Yes. Since no one else will say anything, I'll take that. He snatches up the gold, and thank you.
Do remember to share it equally.
Yeah, sure.
Very good. And again, my sincerest apologies for the prisoner situation. Yes, I know that was unfortunate, but it seems like it came to a good and well worth finish because we figured out what their plan was and we ended it. So it's a victory in my book.
Yeah, you said it, Sheriff. Got anything else for us, or we're gonna be on our way?
No, I believe everything for me is wrapped up nicely. The town is safe. People are already infuriating me greatly at the festival. But of course, you're more than welcome to stay and enjoy the masquerade. Um, People are, I think that Frederick is going to lay low for the time being because there are some people who do believe that he is still, he's still a spy or something. When I told them that we weren't going to be hanging anybody today, some of them were a bit disgruntled, but you know, people are on edge. The war, the invasion, and all that stuff. I tell them it'll only last for probably a month. Captain Arcadia has informed me that our forces are some of the best trained and best equipped, and that we will be able to hold the Duke's forces off before we can mount a counterattack. So I'm not too worried about it.
All right then. Well, to the smithy then. Say to the party. Turn around and walk out.
Farewell, adventurers.
And give a bow, then follow.
Toss the little gold bag up and down as I walk.
Taskir's like, wow, 30 gold. That's a lot, right?
It's barely enough for armor, but it's something.
Definitely a lot. To the blacksmith.
All right.
Yes.
You guys head over to the blacksmith. You can see that there's more of the army soldiers out of their camp and now patrolling, and that seems like a change from yesterday. Um, some of the guards will notice you guys and kind of give you this nice friendly nod, and it seems like they've heard the role you guys played in keeping the town safe last night. And then eventually you guys get to the blacksmith, and you come across.
Yeah, like after as we approach, I'll stop the party and say, so what do you all need to get? I just need some better armor. What do you all need? I plan to just talk to her myself.
Well, I wanted to talk to her too.
For what?
I need a mace.
I
See if she
can
can't bump it down a bit more.
I can do that for you if you need a mace. I can probably get you a good price.
A better mace.
I don't know if you were there, but Liljika basically talked to her, and then that was how you guys got onto the quest.
I don't think I was there. I was thinking I was back at the end.
Well,
She
Quincy.
was like kind of the quest. Oh, sorry.
Quincy.
Go on.
Her and I made a deal. So, and it was the whole quest with getting that guy, Fred, to be free. And he's sort of free now. So I guess I should pay her a visit and tell her the news.
Oh. All right, fine. Anyone else need anything else? A mace and some armor? Anything else? We're not coming back here. All right, so.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, are you the boss now or something of this group?
At the moment, he is.
I don't know.
I don't
seem
think
to
so.
be-
Well, you should. You certainly
Well.
are not, Mr. Dwarf.
I didn't say that, but he is.
And
so
here
made of
comes the party infighting. Quincy rubs his hands together.
Guys, stop
Wow.
fighting!
wood.
Beautiful.
Just
But,
Guillermo.
oh god.
I don't have anything special with the blacksmith itself.
Well, no,
but
I don't.
I've been asked
Everything
to take.
what I need, I do myself.
All right, then, let's go. Whoever wants to come, I guess, is what.
I think you wanted to go alone because for some
Why?
odd reason.
Why did you think I wanted to go alone?
Yes,
Let me
why
inside
would
your
you?
mind, Lilijica. Tell me what you thought I thought.
Well, she's beautiful.
Yeah, it's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. And she's down to earth. So,
This was a very unique character. I mean, apparently.
Yes.
well,
Yes.
she seemed that way when we talked.
I
didn't
know
we?
it's just cool to like I'm very down to earth and like I just sorry, I'm just amusing myself. All right. So it sounds like all you guys end up inside. Yeah.
Probably.
Poor Quincy.
Well, if there's if there's a way into the magic tower through the blacksmith, then yes, Amadeus would follow in there.
Yes, that's the base of the tower is inside the blacksmith.
Then he would follow in there and head that way.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So Gyarados looks like, greetings. I've heard that you guys helped out a lot last night, in unexpected ways too.
Yes, it was kind of difficult, but we did our best.
Well, it was very nice to hear that Frederick. It turned out he was actually, he was actually innocent. So very nice. And what was our deal with the mace again, Guardian?
Oh, that you would lower the price if I could delay his death.
You have definitely delayed his death a great deal, I'm sure. So was this a regular mace?
I have a
made it-
regular mace,
You
but I
made it
wanted
sound
a
like
better
it's
mace.
like enchanted.
Oh, it's probably a +1 mace.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
But it's so expensive and I'm so poor.
Mhm.
Have mercy. Do you...
9. All right.
Oh no. I can't get a better mace even though we all killed.
I got
those
a picture. Okay. Estimated values are in the magic item rarity table.
That's why we went through all the effort. Cause Logical wanted a mace.
Not to help a free, not to help an innocent.
Oh,
Logica
no.
needs a mace.
Yeah, because why would we help out people for free?
Well, that was a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want a better mace if they could just do one thing to make it affordable?
Okay. +1. 8. Okay. Sorry, I gotta figure out the right list for this stuff.
I should have been a noble.
I'm scared of the possibilities with that. Okay, +1. It probably is uncommon. Let's see. Weapon. Ace.
Maybe you can roll a dice.
No, this is more of a precise science. Weapon +1. Oh, it's an uncommon weapon. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, there will be a bit of a dice.
Hey.
Character level first or higher. Okay. Do you remember me giving you a price earlier? I don't want to totally overshoot it.
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. Uncommon sub. Okay. She will apply her discount for you. Eesh. 7, 8, 12. I can give you that +1 mace for 200 gold.
Oh. Death. Death is upon me. This is an unobtainable mace.
Unobtainable, I tell you.
Well, at least we helped the town.
Yes, we're very grateful for that.
Understandable. Unfortunately, I have less than 100 gold on my own.
Quincy speaks up. I don't suppose you're an appraiser of gems, are you?
Well, I mean, I can do my best, but
You have a jeweler in your party.
You have a jeweler in your party.
this dwarf looks like he would know what he's talking about. Perhaps you could ask.
Quincy.
I kind of look to the dwarf, look to her. So, do one of you have a preference of which one's better at identifying what I have to offer, or?
Well, I'm most likely better.
Yes, I would bow to the wisdom of the dwarven kind I'm sure that he would be able to be very resourceful in this. Are you looking to sell some gems?
Just looking to perhaps barter one. I kind of present a little ruby, little gift from the Wintlock Hobgoblin clan from the north. I got it a while back. Sort of just says plainly and hands it to the dwarf.
What was the name of the hobgoblin group?
Wintlock.
Wentlock.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So the ruby.
So,
I think you gave me a broad number last time. I marked it at 100. So
Okay.
so
Well, it was a nice ruby. Very nice. All right.
I
Let me
look
take a
at
look
it.
at pilgrims. Because I think this would be it's like a skill proficiency. Jeweler's tools. You have
Yeah.
all these tools? Holy
yeah,
shit!
yeah, I get a ton of
The-
tools from the.
The fuck?
OP.
No, I mean this is like the thing. This is the thing. This is the one thing he's good at.
Yeah,
So I guess you would just roll for jeweler's tools. Are you proficient in all those, or do you just have all?
I'm proficient in this. I don't have
Okay.
all of it. I have Drua's tools with me, Thief's tools, and Cartographer's tools.
And you're proficient with all of them, so you need to make
Yeah.
sure when you roll this. I don't know how it's going to work, but you need to make sure that it adds in your +2 proficiency.
It's even double that because I have tool expertise.
Well, fine.
So +4. But
So why don't you roll your jeweler's tools?
okay.
God.
It's a net 20.
Damn. All right, so you're like pull out like the cool goggles and
Yeah.
everything, and like a artificer arm like comes out of your backpack somehow and steady the ruby. It's really ridiculous. And you believe that this ruby actually has a total value of 180 gold.
180.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking. Yeah, I tell him that.
Mm,
That's
180.
it's a nice ruby.
Gerda's like, wow,
Mm.
180. That's quite the find.
Yeah.
So is it worked on, or is it just like a white gold ruby?
Sorry, repeat that, please.
Is it a worked on ruby, like already
Yeah, it's a cut ruby.
cut ruby? Okay. Yeah, that's quite nice work you got here.
All
I'm
right.
surprised that you got that from a hobgoblin clan.
Well, it was from the chief. It's from the chieftain. Was after this whole conundrum. It was just probably not that interesting.
He wanted me to marry the daughter. I said, I'm sorry, I can't take her away. We all won.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
with this gym, I have a thing I want to pick on myself. Do you have any studded leather in shop right now?
Yeah, but I don't buy gems. You'd have to go to Waxor.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wax.
But yes, I do have studded leather.
Well, go ahead and put that and what's her name is over here, Mace, on the layaway. We'll be back with I can go and trade my leather armor with that, and so 200.
As a one-time deal, I'll even give you 8 gold for your leather armor, which is a very good or a very good appraisal since it is used. But I will give you 8 gold instead of the usual half of that.
Very kind of you, miss. Gives her a wink. And for the rest, I'm just trying to do some math while I'm pressing push to talk. Just that's 200 plus the 45. Yeah, 45. So it's 245. So what if we come back with say 220 gold and a dinner date for me and you?
Persuasion check, sir.
Awesome. All right. Because I know I'm probably gonna roll a 1. I'm gonna Tides of Chaos it.
Okay.
So advantage on whatever this one's out to be. That's not work for some reason, but that's supposed to be a +5, so 21.
She's thinking of how there's only the tavern in this like podunk town.
Yeah.
What was your persuasion again? 21 total.
21 total, yeah.
That is just enough. So she will say 225 and the date.
Grabs his chest. Oh, I think I might. I'll have to accept.
Very
And,
good.
I'll be buying, of course.
I look forward to the date and my gold.
Of course. We'll be back with the gold and the date later, of course. So pick you up around here around closing time. Sound about right?
Yes, that will do.
Closing time.
All right. Gives a toothy smile and let's go, fellas. And goes off to Waxor. It's Waxor, right?
Waxor. Yeah.
Waxor.
I'll go to Amadeus now because I think I can help him eventually with the magic tower thingy.
Oh, yes, cool. Well, let's finish off this transaction real quick. So,
Sure.
So you guys go to Waxor. I'll say you got that. Amadeus and Togrim, you are beginning your investigation into the tower.
Okay.
So Waxor, he greets you gruffly, and he kind of comments again, just like Gerda did about how you guys helped out the town. He's like, "What can I help you with today?"
Just looking to trade this gem in for the 180, I think it might be 190 gold it's worth.
190 gold?
Yeah, my dwarf can testify for me how much it's worth.
Oh, I don't see him.
He
Yeah,
already met me.
Say
Maybe.
again?
Yeah, but he's not here.
True.
Oh, yeah, he went off to the tower. Well, you have any jewelers on hand you can take a look at? Otherwise, I can just go fetch my dwarf.
Let me see. And he pulls out this old book that's kind of covered with a thin layer of dust. And he starts going through the pages. Ruby.
Yeah. I think I'll try to talk it up a bit. Like, look at this right here, no flaws whatsoever.
Yeah. I've heard. I just don't know how fast Ruby is gonna move in my humble shop. That's my issue. Now, this definitely appears to be a decent cut ruby. But 190 in a time. I mean, Lady Logica, surely you know this would be pushing me.
Be money well spent to fund the heroes of this new world.
What, are they coming into town? And I didn't hear about it.
I think they are, and we're gonna give them the money when they do.
I could probably go as 150 gold for this. Because it is a fair ruby.
You can at least do 160. After what we've done for the town, after everything, plus we're gonna use it to buy a holy mace. I mean, think about it. A holy mace. You're gonna be helping fund a holy mace.
Persuasion.
I'll give it a shot.
The holy mace. The holy mace. Remember.
For whatever reason, it's still not doing it. I'll just roll manually. I keep saying I will, but I keep forgetting. That's a 17.
Quincy. So this whole time, it's money to get the mace that I wanted, but that's not worth it. It doesn't matter if I get the mace or not anymore.
I like that you bring this up now.
I'm sorry.
It's like the episode with Bender. I'm not worth it. Probably not, but I love you. All right.
Also, if you do this, Quincy, if you do this, I'll owe you one, and I hate owing people one, so please do not.
Our transaction is concluded. That sounds like
It
a
is.
first for me.
Yes, this is a bit late to be backing out of the deal. You're getting that fucking mace. All right,
Oh my god.
All
What
right,
am I gonna
what-
give you?
What did you get? What did you get total
say it again. Sorry.
for your persuasion?
Oh, I got 17 total.
160 is a fair deal. I mean, you're really putting barrel. I can see Lil Jika really wants that mace. So 160.
160 it is. I shake his hand
Yes.
before anything
Very
else can
good.
happen. There you
So-
are, friend.
He goes. He makes it easy for you. He gives. So let's see, 160 gold. So he gives you a couple pieces of platinum just so we remember platinum exists, so you
Sure.
can like feel fancy. And then he gives you the amount.
Okay.
And then he's just like, I got the ruby. Like, no.
Yeah.
I got the
he
ruby
takes-
of destiny.
he takes
It is mine.
He takes his time. He starts like pulling out like little boxes, and it looks like he's like sizing each one up to figure out which one will be like best to display the ruby. But yeah, he's just like, I have to say, I didn't expect to get a ruby in these parts of all things.
Yes. Well, thank the Wintlock clan.
Of course, the Whitlocks.
What's a
What the
Whitlock?
hell do that mean?
Something like that, I'm sure. I walk out.
Okay. So yeah,
All right.
you guys got 160.
Yeah, Quincy will mention. I'll go and pay the 200 total, 40 out of my own pocket. If you guys want to pay the other, what was it, 30? Yeah, no, yeah, 30,
20,
30, 30.
25.
25, sure.
All right, Amadeus and Togrim.
Yes.
So you guys have this and it's kind of like this tangled, almost like a radio tower. If you can imagine like an old time, like medieval level radio tower. So just like these metal legs, all kind of bound together, and in the inside the blacksmith, that's kind of a little removed, but you have this sort of like circular mirror that right now is just black. It is not reflecting anything, and there's this kind of hulking, kind of simpleton looking guy named Wedding, and he looks at you and he's just like, sorry, that's close enough. I'm Wedding, and I'm here to protect the tower until it is repaired.
And we are here to repair it.
Oh,
Or at
that's
least I
awesome.
was asked to do it, so I'm not really sure what he's doing here, but
Because I cannot repair it. It looks very weird. I wouldn't know where to begin with. So kind of steps aside. So yeah, you guys have this strange magical contraption.
well then, Arcana cities.
Yes.
That's a
roll
nat
them.
20.
Roll the magic.
Calm.
This is child's play to you. Basically, it looks like it uses. There's like a couple of scrolls sort of tacked on, and these scrolls are actually magical spells, and they all seem to feed into a central. It's almost like a pearl, but it is a green pearl, and it's smooth. It's almost it's to the Palantir from Lord of the Rings, and it's kind of this pearl is set in sort of this metallic cage behind the mirror. I'm gonna write this down before I forget.
Hmm. And what is wrong with it?
You have a feeling it must come from the green pearl, and just with your Arcana, you got a nat 20. You can see that there's almost like this sort of cloud of muck, almost like inside the pearl. It's almost like a somebody like splattered ink inside the pearl somehow. So it seems to be some sort of magical corruption.
Well, good thing I have my Acidic Bang with me.
I heard acidic bag. I feel like you said something else.
Still it bang.
Dang.
Silic Bang.
Spirit bang?
Silic Bang.
It's a fucking washing detergent thingy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. Tide over here. We don't have fancy. Wow,
No,
I'm
yeah,
jealous.
fucking Tide Pods instead.
Yeah. Oh god, don't even get me started on those idiots.
By the
Let's
way,
Let's eat washing detergent. Boo.
I
Okay.
rolled a 23 on Arcana.
Okay, so I will say that together, that's how you guys. Not to roll on your parade because he just
Yeah.
got a nat 20,
It's-
but you
it's
did
okay.
very well. As you were just like, of course it's the pearl, and by then like he was already like getting out his detergents to clean it. You guys both did very well, and
Well,
you
my maximum
both
is 23, so.
you both come to the conclusion that somebody or something corrupted the pearl inside.
Hmm.
Who were the last people to use this thing? Before it went down, I mean. And I asked
Oh yeah, the sheriff or the captain. When he would come in, basically they talk to the other wizards. There's these wizards. They're all kind of grouchy. I don't think they like being posted to answer the calls. But it would do like this, and he like gingerly grabs you and just kind of like puts you in front of the mirror, and he says, you would say the special word, and that was Signia, and then it would kind of whirl about, and then you'd see an actual face inside the mirror, and it wasn't your own face. I know that's probably what you were thinking, but it was actually somebody else, and you'd be able to talk to them.
Right, we figured
Uh-huh.
that. Okay.
It's amazing. It's completely fantastical.
It is. It is extremely fantastical. Also slightly worrying, what you just said before. But fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
is there a way to... Out of character, can
I-
either...
I'm so glad I can help. Do you have other questions? I never get to talk to.
At the moment, I don't have any, but if I have, I will direct them to you.
Great.
Out of in character, is it a way for me to extract the corruption or take it out
Yeah,
from it?
possibly with another Arcana check.
All right. Another roll.
Or if you have a specific spell in mind.
Spell-wise, I don't have anything for that.
Okay.
I can Scorching Ray the Emerald. I can Magic Missile it. I can Ray of Frost it. Acid Splash. Firebolt it. Mage Hand it.
You're right. None of those would work. So let's just go with a base Arcana. It would be a sort of a base magic test.
That is sadly a 7.
A 7 is what you got?
Yes, a maximum 7.
For your
I'm not
for your Arcana roll, you rolled a.
I rolled a 4
I
plus
guess I
3.
roll Arcana too.
Wow. You just took a nosedive.
Yes.
I rolled 21.
So Togrim, you
Okay.
realize he's about to do something bad, and kind of like you have a chance to stop him if you'd like.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't do
Amadeus.
what? Continue doing it.
Uh, just stop it. I think you will break it even more if you continue with that.
But don't break it even more; that'll be worse.
All right. I stop.
I'm thinking, is it some special kind of ruby? Like, does it have to be exactly this
So
gem?
basically, you got what? What did you get again?
21 on Arcana.
So you're gonna pull some crazy dwarven like stuff out of your butt, and none of this is magic, which makes it even more extraordinary. You pull out like this set of tools, and it's almost like a combination of your jeweler's kit plus some other stuff you kind of just find around. And let me see if there's a check for this.
I have my Arcane
You're
magazine
gonna need
tools.
to roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay,
And
that's
if
good.
Amadeus would like, he could attempt to give you help you out on.
I would.
There you go. So you will roll at advantage, Togrim.
Okay. And then I will do that roll. First one is 13. The second is 17.
Very good. So basically, and Amadeus, you and Wedig will watch this. The dwarf kind of strokes his beard for a moment and takes out his little examination glasses again, and it kind of like latches on these machines, these small little pieces of tech onto the pearl, and then takes out a small little blade and makes like a perfect circular incision. Now, Togrim, what would you say if you knew like this face your friend and the other guy nearby you before you actually started the procedure?
You cut out there for a few words.
Oh,
So
you know you're about to do really really dangerous. You don't know if it's going to be successful or not. Do you say anything to your comrade?
I say maybe take a step back. I say
Cool.
and
So,
concentrate.
and you don't even look to see if they actually take a step back because you know
No.
it really you know it really won't make a difference. And then you rip off this little seal you made, and then immediately this thing sort of goes like, and it's just power undulating. But you quickly pull out another pocket, and it's almost like a needle, like a syringe, but it's a specially dwarven made syringe. And you jam it into what should be solid, like rock, but
Yeah.
it's actually sort of this combination of almost like a liquid metal. And you extract and you just sort of pull back almost what looks like green mercury into the syringe. And
Yeah.
then Wedig and Amadeus, you watch as the corruption is sucked out with the syringe. And then quick as you pulled it off, you put back the cap into place. And then you sort of take this little like match and you like kind of burn the seal back into place. And then the corruption is gone. But you know that now in the syringe is a very volatile chemical that is reacting in a way it shouldn't react, and that you should get rid of this as soon as possible.
Is there a window here?
Leans
Yes.
over. Curious.
What? Yeah, I throw and well, I look out of the window, and then if there's no one around, I throw it out.
Nobody close enough. All right.
Can I catch
so
it?
you throw
Okay.
it out, and then
Ooh.
this big old explosion of this sort of like silver and green energy, and it just kind of like turns into a gas. but it leaves a decently sized, like probably a size of a manhole cover or like a plate of pizza. It's like a crater where you chuck
Ooh.
the syringe.
That was close.
And Gerda's like, "What in the forest did you just do?"
I
Curious.
repaired your mirror.
What? And then, surely enough, the mirror, which was previously just harsh black, sort of muddy black, resolves itself into actually a mirror once again. And Wendig sort of like hugs Amadeus. He's like, "It's working. He fixed it. I don't know how he fixed it, but he fixed it."
He sucked the corruption out. Simple as that.
That was fun.
Gerda's like, "Well, I'm surprised. I was worried we wouldn't be able to communicate with the outside world for a while. So yes, good job." And then she kind of goes back to preparing in the blacksmith. You notice she kind of like looks in the mirror for a moment and like notices her hair is a little frizzy and like adjusts her hair and then goes back to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Well then. Away we go.
And right about halfway, like a couple moments after the explosion, the other half of the group, saw the explosion as they were walking.
Oh,
What?
good.
What? Just
Stay
exploded?
calm, citizen. Like guard like runs up and he's just like, "We'll secure this. I don't know what this is, but it's got to be some sort of foul magic. Everybody,
What?
surround the blacksmith."
What?
Wasn't Amadeus up there?
I don't know
Where's
who that
Amadeus?
is.
Not
We'll
talking to
take
you,
care of
guard
this.
man. Talking to my group.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah, let's go see if he's alive.
Yeah.
No, we're securing the blacksmith. We're going to send
Excuse
in
me.
guys.
Excuse me. A guardian here. May I please? Oh, one of our friends was up there. We have to go check on him.
It could be a magical trap. It could be that spy. He's probably returned now. He's probably doing some sort of alchemical bombs.
Well, the sheriff informed us that whatever was at the top of the blacksmith was used as a communication device between several towns and cities. So,
You guys talk too much, and I run
You-
off towards the.
Hey, stop him!
Keep
oh
running.
well, this distraction has made me walk calmly and around the area.
See, my good sir,
What's up?
please, would you kindly give me a acrobatics?
Sure, I can give it a shot. I'm still not doing it. 20 total.
All right. Well, one of the guards got a net. He's been preparing for a marathon, and he basically like tackles you down. Like he thinks you're trying to run from a casino after like grabbing like a couple million in chips, and he's just like, "Stand down, citizen. We got this for your own safety. Everybody back away from the blacksmith." And like Logica's is slowly continuing closer.
Yep. He's distracted, so I'm just gonna go check up on Amadeus.
It's for your own safety, and he like shoves you down further into the. Like, don't worry, sir. We got this secured.
Good luck, Quincy.
Gerda notices like and she opens up the door and she's like, "It's okay. It was something to do with the tower, and it's okay now. Relax. We've got this." The guards, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yes, it's working now. It just seemed like it was some sort of magic thing, but it's fine now." "Oh, all right." And he says, "Sorry, citizen. Just got too excited." He lets you up. You got a little bit of mud and grass on your face.
This weird guard, though.
Why does that remind me
You're
of?
textable now. So yeah, you guys are kind of reunited, and it feels so good. And yeah, so you're all kind of at the.
And it feels so good.
Gerda does look at you, Quincy. She's like, "Are you all right?" He seemed like a very energetic guard. Quincy,
He was knocked unconscious.
Oh, sorry. I was switching my key bindings around. I was pressing the wrong push to talk button. Gerda, right? It was the elf, the
Yes.
blacksmith. Yeah, I'm fine. Is you alright, Amadeus? You didn't blow up, did you?
No, it
If I
was
would have been blowing up,
actually-
if I'd been blown up, I would have haunted you. And you wouldn't know that.
Okay. No, I was actually Togrim, the dwarf gentleman over there. I don't know how he did it exactly. I wasn't paying close enough attention, and I'm glad that it didn't blow up the shop or anything.
Skillful fingers, my lady. That's how I did it.
The big hulking guard said, "Yep, it was like watching a miracle, like a lady giving birth, and then he sort of took the baby and extracted the disease from the baby and chucked the disease out, and then they blew up."
Okay.
I'm gonna
Right.
tell my kids stories about this day.
Well,
I'm winding.
I'll take
I'm winding, by
50
the
or
way.
so steps away from him.
He's a
There's
strange
not room
fella.
for there's not room to take 50 steps unless you're walking out of the black.
Well, then out we go then.
Lil Jika, you see Amadeus just walking backwards out of the blacksmith.
Well, I got 200 gold here for you, and if anyone else wants to chip in the other 25.
Well, Amadeus is gone. he knew the bill was coming.
Logica, maybe? Help me out.
With what again?
The price for your mace I'm buying for you?
Right. Sorry, I'm distracted right now.
It'll be 25 gold, Lil Jika. If you have
Oh,
that.
okay. Here you go, 25 gold.
Hand it all over to her.
So she gives you guys the +1 mace and the studded leather.
Yeah.
And Percy, or I almost said Percy, Quincy, you noticed she, it looks slightly different than the regular studded armor. Like she put maybe, I like the nicer look. And she moves it over to you.
Yeah, I'll eye it up. This is some fine work. I didn't realize the elven goddess of the smithy ran this shop.
Flatterer. I only do
Please.
fine work here at my shop.
Of
I could do
course.
better.
Pilgrim's like, you missed the stitching here, you missed the stitching here. You could have added like a gun here.
Yeah.
What?
Piss poor work.
Wait,
It's all
Togrim
round.
can make leather?
Where's the chest cannon? Where's
Togrim can make armor?
He's a dwarf. That's like
Yeah.
101.
I could also make you a mace.
What?
It's okay,
If I
just
have the
out of
material.
character. Yeah, out of character. It costs a lot. Like, so to make what you just got, it would have cost. So yeah, to create it would have been like 500 gold pieces worth of material. So
That's if you roll well enough.
Okay, huh.
Just
I may have given you that
Oh,
mace at a very cheap price. There's just too many conflicting parts.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
Of course. Well, and I look forward to hearing that my weapon, Nalaron. So it's always good to feel that your work is going towards a good cause.
Why, thank you. You've been very helpful. And I see you've taken a liking to Quincy.
What?
Okay.
What?
Wait, what?
You're acting
thought we knew
strange, little Jika.
What? Wait, hold on. I thought she. Am I mistaken?
She
Am I
does, but you
mistaken?
don't say that. So
Blunt as a
I
rock.
see like you got like the horn dog out. Say that to people.
I think Quincy pats her on the back. That's you're funny, little Jika. You're
Thanks, Lil Jika.
hysterical.
Oh,
It's like you went to the barista and you're like, yeah, can't wait to like bang my friend, right?
Why don't you go find Amadeus and go test that mace out on him or something?
On him.
What?
Amadeus give off his sugar. I'm not
You
sure
want me to
why.
bash his head in?
Of course,
Even
joking.
Averick knows that's a
Can't
bad
you
idea.
fix him up afterwards?
Oh yeah, the old bash and fix.
Bash and
That's a
fix.
form of torture, you know.
All right.
Like break his
So-
bones and heal them. That doesn't make any sense.
So eventually, unless there's anything else, you guys all rendezvous together.
Yep, figured.
You find it very surprising that you find Shin and Thorin sort of going through like these, and Thorin, you're very annoyed by the end of it because you're going through like these quasi kung fu meditation poses, but it's always like, you know, one must be like the river, and this is how you sort of like feint against your enemy, and it is trying your patience because as a silver dragon, he gives you a lot of like, you know, I don't like to boast about how the silver dragon always saved the day, but when the humans finally realize that they should come to us, of course we help, and then we save the day. And he's just like laying it on so thick.
Mhm.
And wait,
Uh,
so we come back to see this?
And this is at the end of it. I mean, unless there's something you guys want to do.
Not really.
Nothing against the party. There's some dilly dallying that goes on. So if there's something specific you guys want to do, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm gonna just move it to the next scene.
I want to thank Quincy, and then if there's anything you need that's within my power, I'll help you out because this is a huge favor.
No problem. I like to look out for my friends because they look out for you.
But
Especially
not
if
sexual favors.
Wow.
I don't think I'm gonna
Miljica,
need
you
that.
subtle.
I don't think I'm gonna need that in the next night or so, Liljica, but I appreciate the offer.
You do you, but the subtlety.
What offer? There was no offer. I'm just just saying
right. Yeah, of course.
Just making sure the boundaries are set.
Oh, don't worry, I don't bang party members, so ain't gonna worry
Oh,
about that.
thank God.
No, it's okay. Somebody's gonna fill that role soon enough.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Says the
exactly.
drunk guy next to us.
If one glass of rum got me drunk, I'd be worried.
Random drunk kid on the street.
Random
Half dead.
drunk.
She's totally gonna bang the tiefling. I know.
What?
Like, this
Get
is
this
amazing.
man another drink. He's on to something here.
Whoa.
No, it needs to be T'Challa. Get this man another drink. I can't do his voice at all. His voice is very distinctive. All right. So you guys have all rendezvoused, unless there's any
Yep.
other small things you guys want to throw in there. But
Not that I can think of. No.
cool. All right. So yeah, basically what you come into, Shin and Thorin finishing up, and at the very end, just to really rub it in, Thorin makes sure he says, "And then we bow." Thorin, we bow to our opponent to show respect. So, and then he says, "I'm glad that we could go on this journey."
Yes.
Lil Chica, and he's like stretching out. This big muscular silver dragon. He's just like, Thorin has just learned the ways of my great uncle Callum. He will now be able to be much more deadlier in battle. And he will do this without shooting people in the back like some people do.
I shot you into the front. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
good. That makes it slightly less work.
Much more deadlier, eh? Interesting. Interesting ways of speaking as well. So
What? He learned all that within the last few hours or something?
It was a whole montage. It was like a Rocky movie. It was fantastic.
Right.
You guys weren't looking at the
Montage.
where Thorin was just tied to like a sled and he was just like hoofing it through the snow that was randomly there. Yes. No. If he would have known, he would have set up that class. I didn't want to punish him and be like, it takes 2 weeks for you to learn this ancient knowledge. All right. It's about You're gonna have a bad time. If you don't bow to your opponent, you're gonna have a bad time. All right. So it's about lunchtime. Thorin, you in particular are feeling quite hungry. It did take a lot of training and just patience with dealing with a holier than thou silver dragon born. Eventually, is it McCann?
Oh, I do want to talk to McCann at some point, by the way. Considering it's like the only restaurant in town.
Yeah, it's a very small town. But McCann comes back, and he sort of giving his brother. Excuse me.
Oh.
Giving his
Drunk
brother
taking coming.
all this alcohol. It's too much. He gives his brother. It's like a lunch break, and he kind of like comes in, and he's like, he kind of looks at like little Chica and Amadeus, and he just kind of like goes like, and then he sees you approaching. He says, Quincy, how does your day go?
About as well as anyone's day could be, I suppose. But I had a quick question, if you don't mind. Got that date.
I didn't
coming
steal
over.
your goddamn gold, Quincy. Oh, what?
What? Well, first of all, yes, you did. Second of all, got a date later with
Did not. But the date,
with-
yes.
with good old Gerda, the blacksmith.
Ah.
I was hoping I could pay you a bit of extra to cook something nice for me and her. Send it up to our room.
I could go kill a sparrow. I could try to hunt one down.
I'll trust whatever you and your faculty can cook up. Do you even have faculty back there? Is it just you?
No, it's just me and Mercer, my brother.
Well, come up with whatever you can. I guess
Something special.
Yeah. I can pay. I don't
Do
know.
any of your friends know how to hunt like deer or something? I'm sure deer would be good.
Hey guys! I shout over. You guys know how to hunt?
I know how to burn.
What? I didn't hear that. What?
I know
No-
how
no
to burn.
burning. No,
Hunt is
no.
survival or nature? Survival, right? Hunting?
survival. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well,
no idea.
No, how about I just give you, say, 5 gold, and you find some sort of half decent
Sure.
meat.
You know what? Waxor's gonna have something. Just randomly have something. I'll send somebody to Waxor's.
Gotcha.
So,
Just
I
don't
know
kill.
how to brew a fucking good beer.
Hey, Amadeus. McCann like tries to grab you. How'd you like to make 2 gold?
Depends heavily.
All right, go to Waxor's. Find me the fanciest food he's got. I cannot leave the inn. Yeah. Anyhow, I came into this 2 gold really easily. So
That's really easy.
this 1 gold now, 1 gold when you come back with.
Look for the prime stuff, Amadeus.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if it happens to feed more than 2 people, I'm not. So that'd be good.
Right. I'll see what I can find.
You go for it.
Yes.
For a second, I think I felt like the world just synced out for a moment because I saw like the green and I didn't hear them.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna send you a new micro.
It's not
So
the
infuriating.
microphone. It's the fucking PC at the moment. That is the fucking.
Okay, guys, we're gonna send him a new PC. Get on this.
No.
Also, one trick, you might have to be the resident like fixer for this because you're the only one in the same country. Be a team player. All right.
Look,
So
I
you
can put
know-
it together. I'm not gonna buy.
No. We'll figure it out. No. Nevin, can you make good sound clips or something? I can write the bill off. You find that Wax does have some stuff. He has salted pork. He has actually dolphin meat, and he also has shark cuts, and he also has um, seasoned pheasant. So a lot of fancier stuff from Minbao. So salted pork, seasoned pheasant, whale cuts, and shark.
Didn't you just say dolphin?
Sorry, dolphin cuts. Sorry, I couldn't remember what controversial.
All right. How much for the pheasant?
Good man. We do not know if Gur does a bad. Good. It's a good stepping stone. I only eat. Sorry.
I eat no meat.
I eat no meat. No disrespect to the vegetarians out there. That would definitely be a surprise if that hadn't come up before making dinner arrangements. The pheasant, cool. So the pheasant is like 30 copper pieces.
All right.
Waxor says, "Very good. It can only feed 3. Is that right?"
Can only feed what now? You cut
Here
out.
you are, sir. Pleasure doing business with.
You cut out when you said how
Oh.
many it could feed.
He said he could only feed. The pheasant can only feed 3 people.
All right. And as for the money part, did you say 10 copper, 10 silver, 10 gold, or 100?
I think he said 40 copper.
He said 30 copper, so that's 3 silver.
Yeah, but the conversion of them. I mean,
10 is
yeah,
one.
that's three silver. Yeah.
so 3 silver. All right.
Thanks, guys. Team effort. Love it.
Yep.
All right. I hand the silver over to
I
him.
didn't want to rob you of the money you were being paid to do. Like, oh, it's 3 gold for the pheasant.
It's fine. I just demanded more money when I got back from it. So
Yes. All right. So you return.
yes, I buy the pheasant and return with it.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you, Amadeus.
So Togrim and Thorin and Logica, you see Amadeus like pheasant in his hands. Then McCann grabs it and basically starts. Now instead of sort of like hanging out just sort of at the front desk, he's like sort of back and forth from the kitchen, like really this rapidly, like 5 minutes in the kitchen, 1 minute outside. 5 minutes in the kitchen, 1 minute outside.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It seems like
I
he
have a
needs help.
horrible idea right now.
Don't. No.
What idea is that?
I cast enlarge on the pheasant.
Oh,
No. It's not gonna work.
It
It's
is!
We're gonna figure it out.
No, that's wrong.
what do you mean it's not gonna work? It
It's
doubles
not-
it.
No,
A
but
creature
it's
or an object
less.
you can see within range
It's
to grow
longer.
larger or smaller for the duration.
Okay. Yeah, the duration, which is where's the duration?
It apparently don't have a duration. As long as it concentrates.
No, there's an amount of concentration. Where is that?
I
Just
guess
trust
not.
me. This is how we would solve the the food issues and every.
It's up to 1 minute.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I forgot to add that then. Sorry about that.
It's all right. No, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, so
It takes
you
10
can do
minutes.
it. You can do it for a minute, and it's like, oh my god, that's so much pheasant. And then a minute lasts, and he's like, damn it, there's just enough pheasant.
But can't I? If I enlarge it and he cuts it up, then the pieces should
still
stay.
eventually
No,
reduces.
the pieces should stay, right?
Yeah.
If you cut it up.
I like the idea, though. I like the idea. So McCann is busy cooking.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I think Quincy will speak up and say, "Well, while we wait for my steamy date, you guys have any plans for the town, or are we just moving on, delivering?"
We should play a game. Taskira pipes up. She says, "I spy my little eye something that crouchy," and she like tries very hard not to look at Thorin.
I agree,
Is
Theskira.
it-
We should definitely return you as soon as humanly possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
should keep heading on our quest.
Mhm.
But Quincy, if you're late to when we leave, we'll just leave.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I just bought you a mace, but all right.
Wow.
We're
Don't
in
worry.
a time constraint though, so it doesn't.
The quest, Quincy. The quest.
The quest.
I mean, wasn't the whole point of us
holy
moving to those bandits to kill them in the first place to get you that mace, which would also have taken time from the quest to deliver Logica, or not Logica? What's her name? The fucking child who I keep forgetting.
Taskira.
My name's Taskira.
Well, we don't
Don't
know
not
what
good at
we'll-
names. You remember this.
We don't know what we'll encounter. We need new equipment, and even though
I'm not sure where you're going with this, Logica. I'm just
Where
gonna be
has it
here
gone?
for one more night, and you guys can relax here. I got a discount after all. I think that's worth a bit of
is
one more day.
is the
Come on, we
masquerade
all just
tonight?
almost died the other day. We all just almost died. Come on, you find
Is the-
get laid or something, Logica. Do something.
Oh, God.
She's
We will
working on
wait
it.
for you, Quincy. Don't you worry. Just remember to
What?
finish outside.
What?
Wow.
Is the masquerade tonight?
That is tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
actually.
Damn it.
Quincy's the new silver guy. I guess. I think.
Make the
It
masquerade
seems
tonight,
like that.
DM.
Yeah.
You know, if we want, we could stick around for the masquerade for 2 nights, and I could bring Gerda there if you guys are interested. What do you think, Skira? You want to skip out and going home and go to the ball, or
Well, Valet's not really my home, but the ball sounds like a lot of. Think, Liljica.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stay for the masquerade.
I guess
Okay.
new plan then, everyone.
Okay,
New
but back-
plan. We're sticking
back to-
around for 2 days.
But back to the important stuff. Thorin, have you figured out what I spied yet? I'll give you one more hint. It has black scales.
Wow.
Well, that guy's armor is black scales.
Nope, you're wrong, Liljica. Okay, you don't get to guess.
Wow. What happened to our relationship, Tuskier? We were all buddy buddy.
Minor illusion, a little black dragon on the table. Is that it?
But no, that's cheating.
Says who? Who made up this game?
Okay, Thorin. Okay, it was supposed to be you, but is that okay? I didn't know you could do that.
Well, anything else you guys want to do, or we just want to wait here for a while?
I'll wait here for a while. I'm gonna do board games. I mean, no, not board games. We're gonna play games with Tuskier. She wanted to play games.
Yeah, it's Thorin's turn now because he was the last thing. So It's
I
only-
want to ask McKean if he has a brewery attached to his tavern.
Not really. You kind of flag him down during one of his coming up, and he's just like, sorry, man. Like we just, we order bottles, and usually the bottles all come from Waxor. So we usually just have like a big old keg, and he's kind of like, he's like, hey, just follow me real quick. I got a pheasant I gotta look after. So he kind of shows you where it's just like there's there's 2 big barrels for like beer, and I could be butchering this. So anybody who actually knows this, please let me know if I'm horribly butchering it. But it's just like two big old kegs or barrels, and they're attached to like some rudimentary piping, and the piping connects from behind closed doors out to the bar area.
Too bad. I wanted to do something. I could
Maybe.
have thrown you a fine. alcohol.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I had the equipment for you. I guarantee you, Valei, there's a lot of, it's a port town, so there's a lot of sailors and the wizards there. Some of the students, I've heard, that they drink up a storm. Like they're party animals, especially like the first week if they have, I think they have, like new classes of wizards who get to go check out the Void Land. And apparently, in the first week, when you join certain wizarding houses, it gets really raunchy. So
Whoa.
Sounds good.
you should look them up when you get to ballet.
I will do that. Yeah.
Cool, man. I appreciate the thought, though. I would totally be down for it, but you know what we serve. We just got we got your ale and your other ale, and then what we got in the bottles.
Yeah.
We got your ale, and your piss ale.
Amadeus, get out of my back room. Oh yeah, I'm so glad the Zoidberg sound effect lives strong in our new game. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I think Quincy had the right of it. So is there anything else? You say you play games. I don't think Thorn wants to play I Spy. Is there anything?
I am going to order in food and drinks.
Yes. You guys are served. McCann is even having so much fun. He's just like, sure, whatever, and like he gives you guys some food while he's still preparing for the set.
I will visit Waxor then.
Oh, okay.
And if Teskir wants to play a game, I have Dragon Chess.
What? Well, I have
Tiskira is
cards.
very like confused at Dragon Chess. So she tries to like act like she's all tough. She gets very frustrated very quickly. She has not picked up Dragon Chess.
I want to teach Tiskira how to play because I'm.
But do you know?
Yeah, do you know it?
Dragon Chess?
Well, I'm
It's
supposed to have a specialty in games.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
very
something you
limiting.
pick.
Yeah, it's something you pick.
I
But
can pick
hey,
game chess.
Thorn will probably teach it to you. All right, so that's you two. Anybody else for sort of a small thing before we sort of transition from lunchtime closer to dinner time?
Dragon Chess is superior to regular chess.
Whatever, dude. I'm not here to judge.
Amadeus is going to be playing a bunch of violins.
Violins or planning violence? I couldn't tell.
He's going to be playing violins, plural.
you.
Play multiple ones at the same time.
I know, no, but I thought you said violin. Well, that's only natural. Okay, so start with Togrim. Togrim,
Yeah.
you arrive at Waxor, and Waxor. Togrim, I just bought a ruby from your friends recently.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't think I have enough money to buy it, and it's already cut. So
Where did your friend find it? I do not believe him that he got it.
Well, it's the same he told me, so I don't know.
I mean, can you imagine if there was a stream nearby here, rupees? Because we could get some dwarfs in here post haste. There was actually a mine worth mining. But anyhow, what can I help you with, Togrim?
I guess the alcohol you provide for the tavern you buy from the town, from another town.
Yeah, no neighboring towns.
Okay.
I mean, the best town on Nalaron is one minute. I just need to type up a page one day. Okay. Onerous. So I'll put that here for. So Onerous is like Brewery Central for Nalaron, and it's actually on the edge of the Wildlands. And rumor is, there are some brewmasters there, and they take. I don't know how. Are you familiar with the Voidlands?
Not really.
So imagine, you have your one dwarf land, great
Yeah.
kingdom, sprawling underground caverns. We're getting rich, richer beyond our wildest dreams. We've got gold, we've got sapphires, we got mithril, we got everything. And then all of a sudden, one day, a quarter of our kingdom gets turned into a different dwarven kingdom. We don't know what the hell happened, but this new dwarven kingdom has been abandoned. There's nobody there, but
Mm.
there's materials in the new dwarven kingdom that are completely different than ours, but they're still really shiny and they're still really useful for any sort of thing we can do. So these brewmasters and ownerists are taking materials from the Voidland to help create some really special brews. That's what I've heard.
Interesting. Maybe I will give them a visit.
Yeah,
But
it's not too far from Valei. It's just a matter of instead of going southwest, you just kind of go a little northwest. And the Voidlands, that's where it's at. I've had cousins, nephews, and even one of my grandsons ended up going to the Voidlands because it's almost like a gold rush. People always need some sort of service there. So people setting up shops, setting up good old houses of fun and entertainment. And all those wizards, some of them are just stuck up. They got the long nails, long beard. The younger wizards, some of them, they need distraction.
cool. I was wondering if you happen to have a set of Tinker's tools around your shop.
Tinkerers. I'm sure. Tinker's tools. Let's see. He has a set. He just needs to figure out. Tinker's tools. Excuse me while the system buffers.
It's okay.
150. Tinker's tools. 50 gold pieces. My goodness.
Ah, damn. Oops. Yeah, fucking expensive.
Is there something in the guild membership I should?
No, I accidentally clicked on it.
Gotcha. So, can I get you a set of tinkering tools?
How much would it cost me?
Because I like you, and you got me a ruby. 45 gold pieces.
Wait, I got. Um,
Oh,
how,
you could always ask those companions.
I know.
That Quincy guy seemed like he was very generous.
How about 40?
You and Quincy trying to bend me over a barrel. It's getting
I mean,
ridiculous. You're busting my balls, man.
maybe I can like repair some things for you.
How about a persuasion check?
I can try. Yeah. It's 13.
All right, 40 gold. But you
Alright.
know what? 40 gold, and then you deliver a letter for me. How about that?
I can do that. Yeah, no problem.
I'll have it ready for you. How long are you going to be in town? Till tonight? Tomorrow?
Until after the masquerade thing.
Gotcha. So, it's so great. Some people forget till the last minute to figure out masks, so I get to control the prices, if you know what I mean.
I can guess. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Very good. All right, and it'll be perfect. The guy I want you to deliver to Valei, it's going to work out nicely because you seem like you're going to be able to get there. I trust in your drive. So happy to do business.
So where exactly is the guy?
I'll give you all the instructions when I have the letter. I still
Uh,
got to finish some stuff, but it's going to be
uh,
in Valei, the port city. But I heard that's where you guys are headed.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Mask. Do you have materials to make masks?
Oh yeah, sure. Just because we're running close to the time, we'll do your math thing. I'll have a note for it. But we're gonna peek over to Thorin and Liljika and
Okay.
the chest. So
Little shit.
you guys have just finished another game, and Liljika lost. No, Taskira lost, and Taskira's kind of folded her arms. She says, "I don't want to play this game anymore. I think
Oh.
Dragonborn have an unfair advantage."
No, I don't think so. I think you just need some practice. You're not good at anything if you don't
Why can't
practice.
it just be easy? It should just be easy so I can figure it out faster.
Mm. Well, if it were easy, then everyone could do it. There would be no point to a game where you can't trump an opponent.
What?
Chin
Didn't
passes
make
by. He
much
says,
sense.
Chin passes by. And says, Dragon ship. I haven't seen a game set in years. How are you doing, little one? She says, this game's not fun. And he says, ha ha ha. Thorin, good job. Dragon chess should always be beat by a dragon.
Do you want to play a game and show them how it's done?
No, I actually need to go out for a hunt. There's word that there is a griffin around these parts, so I'm actually going to be out and about for the next couple of days, looking to hunt it, bring it in for some gold.
If it's too hard, then you can always ask us. We'll be staying here until after the masquerade. Then we're off.
I will be sure to let you know. For the moment, I think I myself. So. But I bid you farewell, and he sort of like tugs at his pack, and he says, "Liljika, I will see you hopefully sometime, maybe before you depart."
Sometime.
Thorin, remember what I taught you.
Yes.
Make
I will.
make Calabas proud. And he heads out of the inn. And the bard is kind of having this showdown with Amadeus, and just like rapidly playing violin. They're sort of like fencing off against one another. And Amadeus, can you give me one more performance check, please?
Oof.
What did you get?
Is it roll 20? 14.
Nice, very good. Well, the elf not do so well, and the high elf is very like, that's exactly the noise he makes. Very flustered. So you guys have this very nice. What kind of music do you make?
Um, I would say something quick, happy, something similar to Riverdance.
Hailstorm, hailstorm.
The Irish Riverdance, that is.
Yeah, but I said I song.
I know, but I don't have anything special set up at the moment.
I got something. This might not be the right song, but I just think of these people.
But those are not violins.
No, they're like steroid-induced violins. It's fantastic. I actually got to see them live once.
Nice.
So you guys, you play, and Liljika, do you try to beat Thorn at his own game?
Well, okay, let's see. Let's try it. What am I
All
supposed to
right.
roll?
I'm trying to figure that out because I think it
Yeah.
would just be.
It just says query about it.
Have you found? You haven't. I was trying to find rules for it, but it doesn't seem like there's.
I don't think it is. I think it's just
I would say it's
Prob-
probably
intelligence.
would be intelligence or wisdom, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's go with.
I have a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, but let's see. Let's make it ish.
Of course, considering Thorin is proficient in it.
Not so much in the wisdom. He gets the bonus. He gets his proficiency bonus.
Yeah, wow, it's so high. Ooh.
Wait, what
Good
are we
thing.
supposed to do?
So let's do. Hmm.
Hmm.
You
Could
know,
always just do.
I think of chess as an intelligence based game.
I mean, you could always just do intelligence, but as disadvantage for her because she's not familiar with the game
Yeah.
or something like.
No. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, odd it's odd it's intelligence, even it's wisdom. Cocked. Okay, even, so it's a wisdom game. Dragon Chess.
Yeah.
But hold on. Since you are unfamiliar with it the first time, you are gonna roll at disadvantage.
I'm not unfamiliar with cards though.
But this is not card.
Yeah.
Have you seen what this is? This is a three-tiered ridiculous thing. It's horrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's here. This is what I found on it. I don't know if this is what they think, but it's like crazy.
Hmm.
All I'm thinking about is the fucking like chess-ish game that they play in Star Wars with the hologram thing.
Oh, that's oh, what is it called? It's not Zabak.
No.
I don't want to look it up. I know this.
Yeah, but
Sadly, I know.
it looks pretty the same because aren't that on like several different dimensions also?
No, in Star Wars, it's just a chess. Anyhow, both of you guys roll your wisdom. Jessica, please roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
What is it called?
My
Dejarik.
wiz-
It's Dejarik. Sorry.
Here.
It's 20 plus the wisdom
Holy.
modifier, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
roll a
D20.
D20 plus.
Okay.
I got the low one on the first. Here.
Okay, I have 17 in total. Because I rolled a 14 and plus 3.
All right. And Thorin, what'd you get?
I got a 8 and then plus proficiency 10.
Okay. So we'll break it down into sort of just I think that makes it fair for chess. So why don't you guys both do 2 more rolls with these same parameters?
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, this is nice one.
Second roll at a disadvantage is a 13, and then the third roll at a disadvantage is another 13.
Nice.
Yeah, so second roll is 21 with the 19, and then the second one is the same.
21. Okay.
So
Lil
20.
Chica, roll one more set of dice.
Okay.
Thank you. Oof.
That's kind of sad.
Did you get a 1?
I got an 18 this time, but since it was a disadvantage, but if it were not at a disadvantage, it would be a nat 20.
No.
So 18 was your highest.
Yes.
That's still pretty good. So Thorin ended
Close
up
one.
winning 2 out of 3. So,
Dang it.
but you still you held your own first part. And you're just learning this. Thorin won the game. Luckily, you didn't put any money down, so that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiskira says, "See, I know he's cheating. I just haven't figured it out."
Well, it's Dragon Chest, and he's a Dragonborn.
Yeah, but that's not fair. We should just play regular chess.
Why don't you two just play against each other?
Taskira, we should get you a costume for the masquerade. We should all get costumes.
Oh, I thought it was just the masks. I mean,
It's
costume
masquerade.
sounds like a lot of work. I don't even have servants anymore to do that sort of thing for me.
Speaking of that, actually, are we even allowed in? Or was it like a noble thing?
There's no nobles here.
Yeah, there was just
McCann like leans in. There is nobody of noble birth in Ornar.
Can we
Uh,
stop? Can we talk to the captain and the blacksmith and get more information about costumes?
You sure can, but first we're gonna have that be what you would do at night, and anybody who wants to join is fine. But
Okay.
Quincy,
costumes money.
we know
Yeah,
what
I think,
Thorin's gonna be at home playing Dragon Chess. Quincy though has not gotten to do anything, so we're gonna kind of flash forward for some roles for Quincy's date. And Quincy,
Yeah.
since this is a potentially sexual encounter, I'm gonna tell you how I do roles, and that makes it so I don't have to role play sexual encounter with you.
that is
Nothing-
fine.
Nothing personal. Do.
I'm fine with you not describing every little nook and cranny.
Very good. So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and start off, and you roll two charisma checks, and you'll get to roll at advantage because you spent the time on a very nice meal.
Sure.
Now, mind you, you're slightly distracted because probably at least two out of your 4 companions are just going to hang around watching you as this happens.
Oh
You're
no,
slightly
remember I did it
distracted.
up. Remember I did it up to the room. I asked the
Oh,
guy
you
to
did?
bring up the meal to the room. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Bold,
did.
bold though. Well, I guess this is fantasy, so
I think that's he's trying to play it off as like a romantic date. Like, come up to my room, have a nice dinner, and maybe she's into it. I don't know.
yeah. Okay, do the 2 charisma checks.
Sure.
I
Is it
wasn't
charisma
gonna-
save, charisma check, or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Advantage, natural 20, nice.
That's a good
And
start.
these are all at +5, just as you're aware. So 20, 25, 21. You said 3 or 2?
2. Okay.
Uh,
And
yep.
now 3 athletics checks.
It's time for the performance.
All right. First one, I'll go and use my Tides of Chaos.
Wait, have you done a short rest since you used it? Because didn't you use it in the morning?
That's a long rest. That was. Did we visit
thought-
the? Did we visit the blacksmith? Was it this morning or last morning? Sorry,
It was this,
I'm
it was this morning.
It was
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't have it.
Yeah,
Then you're right.
gotcha.
You're correct. Chaos bless Amadeus to get it back. No. I just do 3 athletics.
I need
First one,
this.
second, third one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's the left one, isn't it? Or is
Yeah.
it the right one?
It's the left
the
one.
left one if
one.
it's
Yeah, left
normal.
Okay.
But then
Okay.
what's his plus in that also?
Oh, no plus. Just +0.
Oh.
Yep.
Off for a bad start.
Oh, hey, it takes some time to get into my system. All right. overall, it's a very decent night. Later on, as you're enjoying a nice, the nice comfort of your bed, and she's, cuddled up next to you. You could have done better, but at the end, you brought it home, so you're satisfied with that.
Yeah.
You found companionship for the evening, and it was very. Um, High Elf is always a very attractive, and Gerda, um, yeah, she does well herself. So.
Oh
And,
wait. I was gonna say, couldn't I lawyer for like a sleight of hand on that instead?
Wow.
I don't know. I
Sure,
think
Magical
sure,
fingers.
why not? This will affect
Wow.
the return. The return.
that's a plus 6,
Ooh,
so it's
it's a plus 10, or it's
plus
total 10?
plus 6, so 10. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's all right. That was. I mean,
Hey, you guys can judge all you want, but Chris just got an elf. He's got an elf chick, all right? I don't care.
we will, because other people have already had to go through, so we will
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Judging.
Silver's rolled many of these rolls once upon a time. Yeah, so you done good. You know you can do better. That's the takeaway here.
Sure. In those random rolls, I'll make sure to click it better next time.
Oh,
Save the
It's canon,
goats.
yes,
What?
dude.
This is why everybody in the group eventually started rolling analog. This is physical dice. All right, Liljika, you wanted to look into costumes or masks.
With
at the very
Taskira.
least. Yeah. And I will say that Togrim arrives, and he has some supplies for making masks.
Yeah.
Yay. Can he do metal?
What?
A metal
I-
mask.
Oh.
Mercer and McCann sort of chime in. They say, paper mache. We don't
I-
usually do metal masks.
I'm proficient in disguise kits, so just hand them to me.
I could do metal masks if I had metal, but I don't have metal.
So Taskira says, "I want to be like, I want to look like Averick. Can you make me like a wolf mask?"
I certainly can.
Thanks, Togrim. So it takes
Wait.
some time.
Yeah, I think it's no point in having a full mask for a Dragonborn. It would probably look a bit weird.
Do you? Come on! I know you want to go, dude.
It's a mask.
No, I'm gonna have half mask instead.
Okay. Oh, but you're having a mask. I got you. Okay. Okay. So we'll just go down the line. Crimson is busy. Liljika, what is the mask you're trying to make?
Oh, well, I had a picture in mind, but I guess we'll just do it much simpler, right?
What's the picture? Let me see. If metal is like the only way it functions, I'd be very surprised.
I can make it look like metal.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, he had his
What?
miniatures painting set with him. And I didn't...
Whatever.
2d20.
Not really.
Okay. Hold on, let me grab the link from this.
Masquerade, paper faces on parade. Masquerade.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Oh, you're in for it. You start doing the singing, it's gonna start me off. That's the problem. Find the link, please.
Okay, sorry.
Or we'll just start singing.
Alright.
Amadeus, what do you have a mask in mind, or are you just going on natural?
I would make a simple little mask.
I'm changing it because it has gems on it. Why does it have gems?
You can never escape gems, apparently. Quincy, were you just randomly?
Oh, I was just don't worry about it.
Okay,
I was looking at something else.
gotcha. All right, so Amadeus, you have a simple mask.
I found Taskero's mask.
I think she found hers as well. Oh God, no!
No.
I don't know what that is. That's not what Taskiro was looking here. I don't here. Oh my God, I didn't want to do this. Okay.
I guess I'll go with.
No, I was thinking of for Taskira, I was thinking of this one.
Let's see here.
Quite a fancy one.
Yeah, that is definitely fancy. I was trying to find the Witcher 3 wolf mask that Geralt wears. Because it's a simple mask that works. But I cannot for the life of me find just that mask. But it's a very simple wolf. Oh, here it is.
Or she could match with mine.
Are you forcing the child to match with yours? That's what
No.
it sounds like.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh. Something of that line. Which was so on the nose. When I got to that question, that was the mask. Come on.
It's literally his fucking medallion.
I know. That's why I was like, come on, dudes. Okay, very good. So Togrim and Thorin, you guys are the last up.
No, I already sent mine.
You did?
It's above
Oh, that's cool.
berries. But I was thinking more like white to contrast the black scale instead.
Yeah, that is definitely a Dragonborn-esque. I like it. Okay. Ugh.
Didn't find any good half ones.
I can't delete your post, Nevin, but I want to.
What is this?
Let's just remove this horror gun.
Okay, and then Thorin, Dragon-esque. I do feel almost bad for Thorin. Like, there's no way he's not gonna realize who he is. Like,
who do you think? I'm a fucking 2 meter tall giant dragonborn.
Which of the 2 dragonborn in town is this one? All right.
Even Amadeus, though, like.
Yeah, but Amadeus could do his hair up a certain way, cover up the horns. Cut off the horns one way or another. Togrim, are you taking part in the?
Well,
I'm
could
still
go with this little thing here and have the ears cover up the horns, but
that looks like the Catwoman mask from Halle Berry's Catwoman. Very nice. Everybody has a very nice mask. So,
if only there would be someone like Anna Henrietta. But
from the Witcher DLC.
Yeah, Blood and Wine.
I still gotta get to that.
Duchess and Ruler of Toussaint.
I think I'll go with something like that.
Okay.
Because it had clockwork thingies. It's
Cool.
kind of fitting.
No,
How much would dresses be?
I'm just gonna preface again. It's mainly a math thing, but this is not good. There wouldn't be nice dresses. It's everything you can get from Waxor, and it's not gonna be nice.
It's a goddamn bumpkin town.
Yeah, the main thing is the masks. It's not like the formal one. If you want to get a dress, we will handle that next session.
Okay.
So the main things for so far, though, it seems like everybody is preparing their masks. Quincy is getting lucky. And
I think there's a post-coitus scene between me and I wrote her name down here, but I'm terrible. I think I'm legitimately terrible at names.
If you don't remember this girl's name, she might take it personally.
Well, to be fair, I've forgotten everyone's name here. Everyone, at least once.
I know, but that's a funny quirk for your companions. When it's the girl you just slept with, it might not play over well. Just throwing it out there.
It's just why I wrote it down.
Nobody say shit. Let him dig himself out of this.
I kind of forgot where I was going with this.
Here, odd or even for if you remember her name.
Even.
Bolt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you.
So you say, that was so nice, Giselle. And she says, my name is Gerda. And he kind of shoves you off the bed and then departs from the room. On the plus side, you don't have to pay for breakfast. So, kind of a win. But she collects her gear and heads out for the evening.
It was
He's
really not that complicated name.
It
he's,
was not.
he's officially the new Silvers.
What?
One of us. Yeah, it was Gerda.
Yeah. I have written down
That-
right here.
But that's cool.
I just briefly forgot it for about 3 seconds.
Hmm.
I like this though. That's a little bit more fun. Very
Mhm.
good. All right, guys. You guys have been level 3 for a couple sessions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it like right at the start of the being in Ornar? I know we've been here for a couple sessions.
Yeah, I know it was when we first came here after we
I think we leveled up after we
bandits.
beat up the orcs.
Yeah,
Okay.
something along
but-
that.
Yeah, but that was before you got here. Okay. Level 4. We're going to level 4.
Woo.
Neat.
Yay! I forgot what I'm supposed to do at level 4 now.
Woo.
Fun stuff.
Let's look
You
it up.
get to decide whether you get to do a feat or ability bonus.
It's
And
free
me as a fighter, I get to pick 2+ ability score or 2 ones in 2.
That's what I'm saying. The ability
Whatever I want.
scores.
Or you
Or
can
bonus.
also use a feat. Take
you
a
go.
feat. Can either take the plus on the attributes or feats.
And Marie, if you need any questions answered, just ping one of us. We'll be able to help. But hope you guys enjoyed the new session,
Yeah.
and we will be back next week.